A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin presents The Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
If you like good beer, you'll find it pays to be curious and learn about Schlitz for yourself. And now, The Halls of Ivy.
The halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget, though we be far, far away.
Welcome again to Ivy, the College of Ivy and the town of Ivy, USA. Dr. William Todhunter Hall, like any other college president or almost any kind of executive, has to make certain concessions to his superior officers. For instance, he must on occasion have lunch with some of the members of the Board of Governors when he would far prefer to spend that hour and a half playing a game of chess with his wife, Victoria, who was, until her marriage, the toast of the English musical comedy stage. With chess at the halls, it doesn't matter much who wins, but a college president must not permit himself to be checkmated too many times by his Board of Governors, even at a luncheon at the faculty club like this one.
Enjoy your lunch, Doctor?
Very much, Mr. Merriweather, very much. I've also enjoyed the opportunity to discuss these matters with the board members present, and to have the... Oh, pardon me, Mr. Wellman, but that is my milk you're drinking.
Oh, it is? Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor. Thoughtless of me. I thought I had ordered milk myself.
You did, Clarence, and drank that, too. You also ate my strawberries. If you lunch with us often, Dr. Hall, you'll learn to keep an eye on Clarence. The man's a gastronomic kleptomaniac. Orders something he likes, and he swoops down on it like a vulture.
Don't be silly, Merriweather. I'm simply a trifle absent-minded. So much on my mind.
If there's anything disturbing you that we haven't talked about, Mr. Wellman, you know, anything I can help with, by all means, let's have it.
That's the spirit, Doctor. Relieve his mind and protect your lunch.
Yes.
Well, Clarence, what's your trouble? Weak track team this year? Or did you get snubbed by some house mother?
Don't be so flippant, Merriweather. Merely because I happen to take the affairs of this college rather seriously.
We all take them seriously, son. But let's take the long view. In 100 years, after the dust of the last atom bomb is cleared away, nothing we say here today will seem quite worth that long face of yours.
My long face, as you call it, is the result of shouldering my responsibilities and keeping my nose to the grindstone.
That's no grindstone, Clarence. It's my coffee. For Pete's sake, how many things do you drink?
Let me order you some coffee of your own, Mr. Wellman.
Oh, he'd hate it, Doctor. Never touches the stuff.
It happened to be right in front of me.
You'd have found it in a foxhole. Now, go on, Clarence. Finish Dr. Hall's ice cream and tell us your trouble.
Dr. Hall's ice cream? I'm sorry, Doctor. I didn't realize...
No. You're quite welcome to it, Mr. Wellman. Now, was there something you wanted me to do?
Yes, Dr. Hall. It will be necessary for you to address the student body in chapel tomorrow.
Oh?
The Reverend Dr. Gilby is ill, you know.
Oh, I hadn't heard. Nothing serious, I hope?
Oh, I don't think so, Doctor. Just picked up a bug somewhere. By tomorrow, they'll discover a new miracle drug to cure him. By next week, they'll find the new miracle drug makes his ears fall off. You can't wait.
Well, I'm sincerely sorry to hear about Dr. Gilby's illness. And, of course, I'll address chapel tomorrow. Although I haven't not much experience in clerical oratory. But now, if you gentlemen will excuse me...
Oh, sure, Doctor. I think we're all through. This is my lunch, you know.
Oh, thank you.
Why don't you let me take the check for a change, Marietta?
All right.
Waiter, check, please.
Dr. Hall's at a luncheon, Miss Lee, but I'm sure he'll be home very soon if you'd like to wait.
I'm afraid I'd better not, Mrs. Hall. Thank you. My train leaves in an hour. But Dr. Hall has always been so nice to me. He's such a fine man. I thought I owed it to him to explain why I'm leaving Ivy.
Leaving Ivy, Miss Lee? But I thought... Well, aren't you the Margaret Lee who's up for president of the student council?
Was, Mrs. Hall. The field is now open for a new candidate. One with lower marks, possibly, but a higher social standing. Perhaps one whose family is less than 4,000 years old. Oh, Mrs. Hall, my father was so proud of me. And now...
No, please, dear. Now sit down. There. Why don't you cry a little? It helps sometimes, you know. Tears are a sort of window washing operation. You see things a little more clearly through the panes.
I've cried myself dry, Mrs. Hall. Some of it was self-pity, I guess, and some of it was... Well, I suppose I just overrated the decency of the student body.
I think it far more likely, my dear, that a few members of it have underrated you. You mustn't condemn an institution because some of its windows rattle. Dr. Hall is going to be very disturbed about this.
Do you know how vicious student politics can be, Mrs. Hall?
Oh, no, I'm afraid I don't, my dear. But if they're anything like backstage politics, which I happen to have known intimately, they can give you a pretty rough time. I've been up against a great deal of snobbery and discrimination myself.
In England, as an English woman, among English people.
Yes, and here, too. In fact, 4 or 5 weeks ago, I wasn't sure that I was welcome at Ivy. Even Dr. Hall was none too certain. But your case cuts a little deeper. I realize that.
You'll never know how deep, Mrs. Hall, I hope. I flattered myself that I'd been accepted, that my scholarship record and my fitness for the presidency would make up for my being an alien, but... Well, the organized ostracism...
Oh, I'm sure, Margaret, that a handful of unthinking...
Don't try, Mrs. Hall. My people have always won by retreating. Maybe I'm making history. I'm retreating without winning. I guess I just didn't realize how well the Exclusion Act was enforced.
I'm afraid I'm not too well equipped to cope with this, Margaret. But I'm sure you know how I feel about it.
I do, Mrs. Hall, and I'm grateful. And please tell Dr. Hall how I appreciate everything he's...
Home, Mr. Sailor, home from the sea. Have you, my popsy, a welcome for me?
Take it, matey. Have a nice luncheon.
Yes, my dear, quite pleasant. Mr. Wellman paid the check.
Nice of him.
Nice of him. My dear girl, you can't dismiss an announcement of this importance with any such offhand remark. Mr. Wellman paying a luncheon check is as world-shaking as the discovery of the wheel.
You mean Mr. Wellman is tight, Toddy?
Tight is rather a brutal way to express it, Victoria, but I find it charmingly accurate. Mr. Wellman is extremely imminent in the sense of being close. I have heard that he launders his pipe cleaners.
I suppose he got so tremendously rich throwing his money about.
Vickie, darling, Mr. Wellman throwing his money about is a spectacle which Mr. Cecil J. DeMille...
B. Cecil B. DeMille, B for bathtub.
Oh, yes, thank you. Mr. Wellman throwing his money about is a spectacle which Mr. Cecil B. DeMille wouldn't even attempt. When I recall how generous, yes, even spontaneously generous, Mr. Wellman has been with his millions for this school, and how frugal he can be with... Vickie... What's wrong?
Wrong? What do you mean?
Oh, I mean, my dear, that no one can love someone as much as I love you and not be instantly aware of a shadow on that someone's face. Tell me, please.
Oh, Toddy, I wish this hadn't come up. You have so many things to cope with.
What's the matter? Did something happen while I was out at lunch?
Well, not to me, dear. In fact, it has nothing to do with me personally, except that, well, it's disturbing to see any youngster with a broken heart. Do you know a student called Margaret Lee?
No, I don't think so. Wait a moment. Lee. Yes, a very neat and rather frail girl, quite intelligent looking.
That's the one.
Well, of course I know her. Of her, rather. A fine student.
Not anymore, William. She's gone home. I did my best to persuade her to stay and talk to you, but I doubt if even you... Oh, it was really very sad.
Now, my dear, don't distress yourself. This is my problem now. Sit down and tell me about it. Tell me the whole story.
Well, as you know, Margaret Lee came to this country for her education. She chose Ivy. And during her 2 years...
wicked thing, Vickie. The antithesis of everything we have tried to instill in the men and women here at Ivy. I'm sorry that I wasn't here in time to talk to the girl.
I'm afraid I handled it rather badly, William. She was so depressed and discouraged that... Well, I don't know too much about this part of the job. Are campus politics always as bad as this?
Oh, no, of course not. But I must say that I sometimes stand aghast at the utter ruthlessness of these young people. Young, of course, is the key word in that admission. They're all children, callously pulling the wings off butterflies. As far as I'm concerned, one of the chief purposes of education, the chief purpose, if you like, is to impart an understanding of the butterfly's viewpoint. Whenever I hear of a student being made the victim of prejudice, I feel that I've failed in some... Yes, Penny?
Beg pardon, sir, but there was a message from the Reverend Gilby. Seems like he was took sick, sir, and wanted to know if you could...
Yes, I know. I received the message at lunch, Penny. Thank you.
I've got a Bible, sir, if you'd care to borrow it.
I have a Bible, Penny. Thank you.
Quite welcome, sir. Any time at all.
Well, it's turning out to be quite a day. What was that all about?
Well, Dr. Gilby, the chaplain, is ill. I am pinch-hitting for him, if that isn't too irreverent a word, in chapel tomorrow morning. Vickie, I don't want you to come. I feel I should be very inadequate.
Oh, nonsense, Toddy. You'll do a lovely performance. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if you were held over for a second week.
Held over, Victoria, is not very good ecclesiastical terminology.
Yeah, I know. I love Dr. Gilby, and he has everybody with him from the Te Deum to the recessional. But you'll be wonderful, too. Did you ever hear Charles Lawton give a Bible reading?
No, and I must say it sounds quite unexpected.
Unexpected, but intensely interesting. And funny, too. In fact, it inspired me to do a great deal more Bible reading.
Well, I'm afraid I haven't Mr. Lawton's elocutionary gifts. But if Captain Bligh can do it without the congregation resorting to mutiny, maybe Dr. Christian Hall can rely on the students' bounty of generosity. I say, that was rather good, wasn't it?
It was splendid. Just go on like that and you'll wow them.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Before we return to the halls of Ivy starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman, let's listen to the story of a man who not only kept up with the Joneses, but found himself considerably ahead of them simply by doing the most natural thing in the world.
Last night I told Ethel, that's my wife, Ethel, you shouldn't be so self-conscious. The Joneses will just have to take us for what we are. But you know women. And Ethel, well, when we've got company coming, especially the Joneses, there's just no living with her. She's so afraid of what they might think. Gets in a regular stew about how she looks, how the house looks, what kind of jokes I'm liable to tell. You know, you probably have a wife of your own. And like your wife, Ethel usually gets herself all worked up for nothing. That's how it was last night when the Joneses came over. The minute they walked in, I could see Ethel was nervous as a cat. So, just to break the ice, I went into the kitchen and got out the Schlitz beer. When I brought it in, Jones started to look interested right away. Said he had heard a lot about Schlitz, but never tasted it. Which was kind of a surprise, because Jones is one of those fellows who's so particular about everything. Always insists on the best, or so he says. Anyway, Jones raised his glass of Schlitz, and we both drank. First thing you know, Jones put his glass down, and with a satisfied look on his face, slapped his knee, turned to Ethel, and said, Ethel, I don't know who deserves the credit, you or that husband of yours, but by George, this is the best glass of beer I've tasted in years. Well, that did it. That's all Ethel needed. You should have seen her face, just like a kid's at Christmas. As for Jones, he never even noticed. He was still busy talking. And he took the words right out of my mouth when he said, no wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Surround us here today.
As we return to Ivy, we find a perturbed Dr. Hall striding back and forth in the living room, as Mrs. Hall says.
Toddy, stop pacing. Break into a trot or a single foot or a gallop. Or better still, sit down here with me.
Oh, I'm a little restless, Victoria. That matter of the Lee girl. You know, I went to the station to find her. I thought I might be able to persuade her to reconsider, but I was too late.
I'm awfully sorry. I'm sure you could have done something. You're very persuasive, you know.
Then I wired her aboard the train. But not knowing what space she was occupying, I wasn't any too...
It's the telephone.
I know, I hear it, but where is it? I'm going to put that extension cord on a deep-sea fishing reel with a strong string.
It's right near me somewhere. Oh, here, under the evening paper.
Thank you. Dr. Hall's residence, Spokane, Washington?
Good heavens, the Lee girl must have taken a very fast train.
Yes, put him on, please. Hello, Frederick? Yes, I am indeed. Now, are you ready? Rook to the King's Bishops 3. Check. How do you like them apples, Frederick? Goodbye. Poor old Frederick. Lost both nights last September and can't get his queen out.
Oh, don't these long-distance chess games run up some pretty fancy telephone bills?
Oh, not for me, my love. You'll notice that I always receive the calls. I never initiate them.
Oh,
I only play cross-country chess with those of my professional acquaintances who are equipped to finance them, and at their invitation. Oh, I'm no Reshevsky, but playing 20 simultaneous games blindfolded, but I'm pretty good.
I didn't know there were any college professors who could afford that sort of playing.
Oh, there are a few. Pitifully few, I must admit. You know the ones who have written cloak and sword novels for Hollywood, under assumed names, of course. And the unmarried ones who prefer to spend their budgets playing chess by phone rather than go night clubbing.
You gave up a lot of things to marry me, too, didn't you?
I certainly did, my darling. Bad meals, dull evenings, risky encounters with emotional undergraduates, and a growing certainty that life was passing me by. Like poor old Frederick in Spokane, without a queen, I was playing a losing game.
Well, Toddy, you're so dependable, particularly when it comes to giving a wife the right answers.
I think one of the reasons I fell so deeply, and so permanently, in love with you, Vickie, was because you asked the kind of questions I was able to answer.
Oh, one of the reasons I loved you, Toddy, was that if you didn't know the answers, you made them up. But didn't happen many times.
You've a very gracious memory, my sweet. You asked a million questions I was unable to answer. Remember the evening by the sea at Brighton, with the full moon across the water, and dance music from the hotel, battling the elements to be heard?
It's been a lovely evening, William. I remember it for long, long. I remember it always.
You won't have to make any effort toward it, Victoria. I'll be reminding you. By mail, by cable, by... Is there such a thing as a carrier seagull?
Well, if there isn't, I'll train a few. Has anyone ever had a pet seagull?
I don't know, my dear. But if I were a seagull and you wanted me for a pet, I'm sure I... Did you shiver? Are you cold?
I've never been warmer. I was just shaking off the thought that we'd ever have to communicate with each other by mail or cable or seagull. Tell me, doesn't a sabbatical ever stretch?
Oh, only when one has wealthy relatives and a disregard for one's job, Vickie. And I have neither. My sabbatical stretches only into next week.
It seems only a week since it started. For us, I mean.
Oh, it started earlier for me. It started when I bought one ticket to give them tears. Because I didn't know where else to go for the evening.
I think I knew you were there, even then.
No, you didn't. That was the night the man who played the vicar had such a cold that you were reading all his lines. You were too busy.
Whatever made you come back?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Not the faintest?
Oh, well, possibly. It was because I just happened to think that you were the most delightful, the most charming, the most enchanting, the most...
Go on.
Go on?
Oh, is that all? I wish you'd come backstage after the first time you saw the play, William, instead of the 27th. It's too bad we can't reach around in time and snatch back a few lost weeks, isn't it?
It's not completely lost, my dear. I saw you almost every night and dreamed of you every day. I was on my way to becoming the traditional absent-minded professor instead of the most timid one. Oh, Vickie, my dear, I am so very fond of you.
And I'm very fond of you, William. In fact, I'm very fond of everything tonight. Life and the sea and the moon and the... Professor, why is the moon always associated with lovers?
Well, considering that I have been in love for such a short time, my dear, I'm rather ill-equipped to answer that question. But, unless I'm wrong, the moon was once part of this earth. And I suppose that lovers are really a little bit apart of each other. They share an orbit of their own.
It's strange, isn't it, that the moon has been shared by millions of lovers and is still on an exclusive basis with all of them. It's our moon, isn't it, William?
Yes. I filed our claim this morning with the Royal Astronomical Society in London.
Good.
I also claimed a proprietary interest in every seventh wave, every fifth seagull.
Beg pardon, sir, it's 10 o'clock.
Listen to them, Victoria. Even the seagulls sound human tonight.
Sir?
I could swear that one of them spoke to me.
Honey, darling, Penny is speaking to you.
Penny, do seagulls have Oh, Penny. I was thinking of something else. What is it, Penny?
10 o'clock, sir. You said to let you know when it was 10 o'clock. On account of you wanted to get to bed early. On account of you was going to talk in chapel tomorrow.
Yes, Penny, so he did.
Thank you, Penny. Good night.
Good night, sir. Good night, Mum.
Toddy, you were 1,000,000 miles away.
238,857 to be exact. Curious, isn't it, Vickie, that so much has been said about the man in the moon and so little about the moon in a man.
Darling, what are you talking about?
Oh, just a brief planetary excursion. Speaking of which, if I am to star in chapel tomorrow, I must get some sleep.
Your routine set?
Victoria, you make me sound like a trained seal.
Sorry, darling. Do you know what you're going to say?
Well, I know my text, but I guess the sermon will have to, sort of come out its own way.
You're going to talk about Margaret Lee.
Yes, I am.
I don't believe Dr. Gilby would have done that.
I don't think it's quite as much his problem as mine. But his chapel is a house of truth, and I'm going to tell the truth about Margaret Lee.
Good for you. Now get some sleep so you look absolutely dreamy in the morning.
Well, now, Victoria.
And I'll be in the third row centre, right across the aisle from the critics. Oh, Toddy, I can hardly wait.
Wait? For what, my dear?
For the papers. I'm dying to read your notices.
Good morning. I am glad to report that Dr. Gilby is not seriously ill and should be with you again tomorrow. I welcome this opportunity to call to your attention a situation which has arisen here at Ivy. And since it concerns a matter of faith, there could be no better place to speak of it than in this chapel. And no better time for it than on the eve of National Brotherhood Week, proclaimed by our president throughout the nation. A young woman, a brilliant student, with such a record of achievement and reputation for integrity that she was an outstanding candidate for the highest office within the gift of the undergraduate body. This young woman has left Ivy and returned to her home. Against unfair student politics, snobbery, and racial prejudice, she fought a good fight and thought she had lost. In her conception and practice of decent human behavior, she has shown, I believe, no lack. Therefore, she does not leave here the poorer. Rather is it some of you who have found wanting. And by the same token, I, too, must have a sense of failure. Tolerance is a word I would rather not use. It seems to indicate a condescension. I prefer the word understanding. And intelligent understanding is as essential to our study of human relationship as it is to our comprehension of Latin or science. We must learn not only the meaning of democracy, but its application and practice. Or in after years, our boast of a superior way of life will be a sham, and Ivy College will have failed in its primary function. a preparation for life. I would like now to inform you that I have been in communication with this young lady, and she is returning to school. I hope I may rely on the student body to conduct the forthcoming election for President of the Council on a basis of merit untinged by social bias, so that her faith in us will be restored. Ladies and gentlemen of Ivy, the human race is not an exclusive club with a selective membership. We are all members from birth. True, it has both active and associate members, and it is up to each of us to provide our own classification. But I consider it one of the most important functions of education, so to instruct you in the humanities, that when your membership in this human society is ended, the recording secretary may mark you paid in full.
Curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
And here again are Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
We'll be seeing you next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Barbara Jean Wong, Gloria Gordon, Herb Butterfield, and Willard Waterman. Tonight's script was written by Don Quinn and Walter Brown Newman. Our music was composed and conducted by Henry Russell. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn, directed by Nat Wolfe, and presented by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ken Carpenter speaking.
Oh, we love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget, though we be far, far away.
Now stay tuned for We the People over most of these NBC stations.
The Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin presents The Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
If you like good beer, you'll find it pays to be curious and learn about Schlitz for yourself. Now, the Halls of Ivy.
The halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget, though we be far, far away.
Welcome again to Ivy. Ivy College, that is, in the town of Ivy, USA. Dr. William Todhunter Hall, president of Ivy, has been working in his study all morning. But he leaves it now to join his wife, the former Victoria Cromwell of the English musical comedy stage. As he enters the living room, Mrs. Hall says,
"Oh, I'm glad you're finished, Toddy."
Vickie, I am never finished. And why should you be glad? Outside of the fact that naturally you can't stand being without me for a minute.
You're not going to feel so good when I remind you that today is the faculty tea at Mrs. Quincannon's.
Oh, that doesn't disturb me a bit, my dear. A legitimate function of the president's wife. I think it's quite proper that you should attend all faculty teas.
Not me. We.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yes,
No.
And not only that, but you need a haircut.
I'll get one next week, Delilah.
Why do you hate to go to the barber?
My dear girl, I do not hate to go to the bar.
Well, then why?
I do, however, dislike to have the administration of this college subjected to the haphazard analysis and preposterous suggestions of a certain tonsorial artist.
The barber, Doc Fish.
Doc Fish. Fish, indeed. He seems to be trying to make up for 1,000,000 years of silence on the part of his submarine namesakes.
Well, I suppose any barber who's been in the same shop for 30 years has certain rights.
Which he abuses constantly. But to a college barber, there is a new generation every 4 years. You know, Vickie, there are a lot of people
Daddy.
who never leave a campus without having
Daddy.
Huh?
You're trying to change the subject.
Oh.
I want you to get your hair cut, and I've made an appointment for you.
Is there a slight strain of bulldog in you?
With a trace of bloodhound, I'll be following you all the way.
Oh. Do I get some lunch before I tackle the fish?
Oh, it's not fish, sir. It's cheese souffle.
Oh, is lunch ready, Penny?
Yes, but if the doctor likes some
No,
fish...
thank you just the same, Penny. Mrs. Hall has already ordered mine.
Afternoon, Mr. President.
Oh, Doc, how are you?
Busy. You're 5 minutes early.
But there's no one in the chair.
Your appointment's for 2 o'clock, Doctor. I'll be ready for you at 2 o'clock.
All right, Doc, I'll wait.
Heard your talk in chapel last week.
Oh, yes? And?
Didn't sound much like a sermon to me.
It wasn't.
Ministers are supposed to give sermons, ain't they?
I'm not a minister.
What was you doing in the pulpit then?
Doc, may I ask you a question?
Shoot.
If your cat had kittens in the oven, would they be biscuits?
Step in the chair, Doctor. It's 2 o'clock.
Thank you. That's better. I think I'll just doze a little.
Been wanting to talk to you.
No, please don't. No, just cut my hair and your conversation. I'd like to take a nap.
Got something on my mind. Glad you stopped in. Because it's important to this school what I've got to say. As long as nobody else seems to take enough interest, it's up to me to do something about it. I'm going to do it. Right now.
I give up. What is it, Doc?
Know a kid named Eddie Gray?
Yes, I do indeed. What about him?
He buys a lot of magic stuff at the campus bookshop. You know about that?
Oh, yes.
A lot of magic stuff and plenty of other things have been disappearing. That's a good trick, too.
You mean stolen?
Guess that's what you'd call it. About $500 worth.
Well, why do you connect Eddie Gray with this?
Not many students buy magic stuff.
Doc, our founding fathers provided that any citizen accused of crime was entitled to a jury of his peers, competent legal counsel, and a qualified judge. Who then are you to constitute yourself judge, jury, and executioner?
I got eyes and ears.
So is a three-toed sloth. And about the same lofty conception of justice. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
You know he sold that big car of his. Know he's running around the campus looking like a bindle stiff? Looks like he sold all his good clothes. Looks like he maybe needed some dough.
Eddie Gray needs money like I, as the saying goes, need a hole in the head. Have you talked to anyone else about this?
Nope. Figured it was your job to handle it.
Well, I'll handle it. Are you a betting man, Doc?
Well, I know where you can get a little bet down. What's the horse?
The horse is a gray, Doc. And I'll lay you 8-5 he comes in on top. Oh, Vickie.
Yes, my darling. Oh, you do look divine and smell.
I have to tell you, darling, that
No, don't.
our barber friend...
No sniff.
What?
Absolutely heaven.
No, stop smelling. I must talk to you.
All right. Stop. What did Doc Fish do? Throw out the whole curriculum?
Worse, he's completely revised the laws of evidence. Have you seen Eddie Gray lately?
Every day, Toddy, at rehearsals. He's just wonderful.
Is he making friends?
He's the happiest boy in school. Everybody likes him. And his magic act is going to be the hit of the follies.
You remember when you advised him, and I think I did too, to get rid of his flashy car and expensive clothes?
Certainly. And he did it right away. Now he dresses just like all the other students. If you can call that dressing. I sometimes think they simply hold a suitcase over their heads and open it. And they just wear whatever falls onto them. Well, what about Eddie Gray?
Well, there's been some stealing going on at the campus bookshop. He is around there a great deal, and he's suspected.
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Yes, I thought so, too. And I have a feeling someone has found out who his father is. And if so, Eddie is being pronounced guilty by association.
Oh, no. Oh, I hope not. It'd be too tragic for him just at this time when everything's beginning to go well.
I know, but Mike Malott is too important a public enemy to be kept undercover very long. If someone has found out that he is Eddie's father, well, it's natural to point an accusing finger at the boy.
Oh, we've got to clear him, Toddy. I know he's all right.
Oh, we're going to try, my dear. Look, I'll ask him to come over, will you?
Yeah, what do we do about the Quincanons?
That seems to be a fair question.
Yeah. Any answers?
Only one. I consider it a legitimate function of the president's wife. I think it's quite proper that you should attend all faculty teas.
Well, you said that, and then I said, not me, we.
That's enough, Victoria. Let's now go on. I don't need another haircut.
Mr. Gray, to see Dr. Hall.
Oh, show him in, Penny. Don't go, Vickie. This is your case as much as mine.
I'm glad. I want to stay.
Hello, Dr. Hall.
Oh, Gray.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Hall.
Hello, Eddie.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, I did. Sit down.
Thank you.
I wanted to see how you were getting along.
Oh, great. Thanks to some good advice from you and Mrs. Hall, I've been having a swell time. I never knew there were so many nice guys and gals in the world.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Eddie, I'm going to be very direct with you.
Yes, sir?
Have you heard from your father lately?
Oh, sure. He sneaked down here to see me 10 days ago.
He did?
Yeah. He knew I wanted a set of Joseph Conrad's books, so he came down and bought them for me. I'm not apologizing for what he used to be, Dr. Hall, and neither is he, but to me, he's been great.
Did he buy you the books at the campus bookshop?
Yeah, I did. Oh, it's a terrific set. Well, it sure ruined my allowance.
Has anyone told you of the recent robberies at the campus bookshop?
Why, yes, sir, I did hear something.
Has anyone told you that you are suspected?
Me? Suspected of stealing? Oh, now, just a minute, Dr. Hall.
Calm down, Eddie, please. We're not accusing you.
On the contrary, we want to clear you. But to do it, we'll have to find out everything we can.
And you can help us. Tell us everything you know about it.
I don't know anything about it.
If we're going to try to help, you must do your part. It's beyond just you and us. It's a matter of this college's reputation. And a little thing called justice. Gray.
Yes, sir?
Just for the record, have you stolen anything from the campus bookshop?
No, sir.
Of course you haven't. Do you know who has?
No, sir.
You know, but you won't tell. Isn't that it?
This can be very serious if you don't, Gray. It involves the honor of the whole college.
Look, Doctor, I can't tell you anything. I'm sorry, really sorry, sir, but I wish you'd remember one thing. I've got to do what seems right to me. And please don't ask me to do something that doesn't fit with my own rules. You know, this is where I learned about honor, Doctor, and values. Right in this room. From you, both of you. You gave me a lot to hang on to. Now, don't ask me to let it go.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
In just a moment, we'll return to the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. But first, let's hear the story of a young go-getter who set out to make an impression, but wound up by being impressed.
Give me 5 minutes alone with the boss, I used to say, and he'll know what a live wire he's got in his organization. That's what I used to say. Well, the other day, the boss invited my wife and me to spend an evening at his home. I knew my big opportunity had arrived. I had a whole evening in which to sell yours truly to the boss. I could just see myself drawing on a mild Havana and giving the old boy a couple of pointers on how to clear up that situation in the sales department. Yes, I had it all planned. But somehow it didn't quite work out that way. I should have known it the minute I saw the boss's house. He and his wife were as simple and friendly as the people next door, but the living room was lush with antiques, oriental rugs, and original oil paintings. I couldn't help staring, but at least I did manage to keep from saying, gee whiz. But still in all, the evening passed very pleasantly. The boss talked about art and music, showed us his collection of rare prints and first editions, and finally served us some Schlitz beer. Now, naturally, I didn't admit that I'd never tasted a beer as famous as Schlitz. So I took up my glass as though I were an old Schlitz drinker from a way back. Actually, I could hardly wait to find out if my boss's taste in beer matched the good taste he showed in other things. I took a deep swallow of Schlitz and found out that it did. The same luxury was there. A luxury of flavor that matched the paintings and the prints and the first editions. It was then I realized what had happened. I had come to make an impression, but as it turned out, I was the one who was impressed. No wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
That surround us here today.
As we return to the Halls of Ivy, we find a tenseness not often to be found in the home of the Halls.
Oh. Please sit down, Toddy. You've been pacing like that for an hour.
Oh, I can't, Vickie. I've got to make some sense out of all this. Obviously, Gray is protecting someone else.
It's a terribly difficult spot for you. You who've been teaching him integrity.
Oh, yes, I know. Integrity, a splendid, glowing word. 9 letters, the 9 old men of character. You know, my darling, it's not enough simply to present the idea of integrity to a youngster. That's merely planting the seed. The harvest comes when integrity is put to the test and found to be a source of pride and self-respect and growth. Well, fortunately, it's usually a habit-forming virtue. Anyway, that's why we can't afford to have Eddie Gray fail to pass his first real test.
Toddy, dear, the longer I know you, the more conscious I am of the wisdom in simple decency.
Well, I only hope my simple wisdom is adequate to get Eddie clear. If this gets into the newspapers, the boy's life is ruined. With his father's record to help pull him down, he's finished.
Even if he's innocent?
Oh, his innocence will be shouted down by mob judgment. When a man has been accused in headlines on page 1, it's difficult to clear his name with a retraction in small print on page 22. I've got to make Eddie talk.
You'll never do it, William. Eddie has a code. Telling tales, even if justified, violates that code. And you'd be wrong to insist.
Someone has to talk.
Speaking of talk...
Yes?
Why don't you go back where you started?
Doc Fish, of course. Oh, Vickie, what would I ever do without you?
You'd never have your hair cut.
Oh, my dear, worse than that. Without you to advise me, I'd have far too many close shaves.
Look, may I come with you, or do you think I'll make Doc Fish self-conscious?
My dear, if you, Alexander the Great, and Lady Godiva's horse walked into that shop together, the man would never turn a hair. Oh, he has the imperturbability of intellectual density. Let's go.
Back again, Mr. President? Didn't Mrs. President like your haircut?
It was a fine haircut, Doc. But I think you gave Eddie Gray a crooked part.
Huh?
Doc, I'm very disturbed about your accusation of the Gray boy.
Been thinking about it myself. I talk too much, always blabbing.
Why did you do it?
Can't stand his father. Saw him at the bookshop, put two and two together.
And they added up to a number on Eddie's back.
How did you know who his father was?
Friend of mine in Chicago. Racketeer wrote me.
Your bookmaker?
No, my bookie's a local man. I mean, no, ma'am.
Have you told anyone else about this?
No, and I'm not going to. Going to shut up from now on.
Splendid idea, if it's not too late.
We've got to find out who is doing the stealing. Can any of your Chicago friends tell you that?
Probably could if they was here. I'll help all I can. Sorry I started it.
And you don't know anything more than you've told us?
No. I just suspected this kid right off. Shouldn't have, I suppose, but I did. When I think something, I speak my mind.
Loud, too.
Beg your pardon, ma'am?
Never mind. I was just speaking my mind. It's contagious, I guess.
Doc, you've started something that I, as president of this college, must see through to a conclusion. The campus bookshop can be restocked, but the honor of our student body is something else.
You know the kid's innocent, Prexy?
You know he's guilty.
We have an absolute conviction that Eddie Gray is on the level.
Look, Mr. President, I'd like to make you one suggestion.
They're very unlike you if you didn't.
Well, what is it, Doc?
Give me a little time on this. If I've given this Gray kid a bad deal on account of I got no use for his old man, and he turns out to be innocent, I figure I owe him a little help.
You owe him a great deal more than that, my friend. But I prefer not to have this matter talked about. You understand?
Leave it to me. Just give me the time I need, and if I don't keep shut from then on, I'll guarantee you can shave me next time.
And if he doesn't, I will.
What a day. And it all started out to be so serene.
Well, there's a small silver lining. You missed the faculty tea.
True, my darling, yes. I wonder what that old rascal Doc Fish has up his sleeve.
At least he's going to stop gossiping about Eddie.
I hope so. You know, Vickie, it's so easy to be swayed by preconceived ideas and prejudices. It's very often most difficult to hold a steady course when your whole being cries out to take another path.
What are you thinking about now?
Well, just for that tiny moment, I digressed, my darling. I was thinking of myself and you. I wonder if you remember that day in London when I ran up the stairs to your flat, whistling a tune, gay as the air itself. And when I knocked and you opened the door...
Why, William, what a nice surprise.
Vickie, my darling, I was so close I couldn't pass by without... Oh, I beg your pardon. I shouldn't have come in. I didn't know that...
William, this is Paul Hunter, Dr. Hall.
How do you do?
How do you do? I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to intrude.
Well, you haven't. We were just having tea. Do you want some?
No, I really don't think so, thank you. I'd better run along.
Oh, no, don't go. Are you a medical man, Dr. Hall?
No, I'm afraid not, Mr. Hunter. I'm a school teacher.
Oh, a school teacher. He's a professor, Paul. A very learned professor in a very beautiful American university.
Oh, now, Victoria.
On your sabbatical?
Yes, and not too much of it left.
Oh, that's pretty tragic. Vickie and I were just talking over plans to spend most of the winter on the Riviera.
Doesn't it sound wonderful, William? The blue Mediterranean, the white sands, the striped umbrellas, and warm sunshine.
Yes, it does. Sounds beautiful.
We thought we might stay between Nice, Cannes, and Monte Carlo for the entire season.
With any luck, I don't see why not.
No, of course. Why not? With any luck.
Well, darling, if it's all okay with you, I'll start making arrangements. There's quite a lot of arranging to do, you know.
Oh, I do know, Paul. Yes, by all means. Let's do it.
Oh, certainly. It would be awful if you didn't.
Well, I'm off then. Nice to have met you, Doctor.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Winter. I hope you have a nice winter, Mr. Winter.
Goodbye, Paul. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. He's an absolute pet, that boy.
That boy? Oh, yes, he is. A real pet.
Doesn't it all sound heavenly?
Heavenly.
William, what is it, dear? You're so down.
I wish I were an actor, my darling. I wouldn't let you so easily see my feelings.
Your feelings about what, dear? What is it?
Oh, the Riviera, under winter skies, with me in America, and you with that Hunter fellow on the white sands.
Oh, William, my dear. You thought...
Well, you said that...
Oh, you couldn't have.
Yes, I know, but...
You did.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean that you could...
thought I was going away with Paul?
Well, of course. Well, aren't you?
Well, yes.
Well, that's what I thought. What did you think I thought?
I thought you thought... I thought you must have thought that...
Yes, I still think that what you thought I thought was... Well, I just hate to think of it.
William, listen. Paul is the company manager of Give Them Tears.
Oh.
And we're taking the whole company on tour.
Oh.
And Paul, by the way, is very happily married.
Oh, Vickie, what an idiot I am. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. It took considerable intelligence to find and fall in love with a girl like you. Oh, darling, I am a happy man.
Oh, not too happy. I want you to be a little jealous of me. So go ahead. Worry a bit.
Worry a bit. I shall worry winter, spring, summer, and fall.
All Easters and Christmases and New Year's.
We shall help each other ring the old ones out and ring the new ones in. I can hear the bells now, Vickie. Happy New Year to Victoria and William. Happy.
Toddy, dear, it's not New Year's Day. It's the 24th of February. And the telephone's ringing.
The telephone? Well, it's probably that Hunter fellow to ask if... yes, the telephone. Here, you mean.
Yes, that's what I mean. And you don't have to run it down, dear. It's right here, for once.
Thank you. Dr. Hall's residence? Who? Oh, yes, Doc. Well, that's extremely interesting. Yes, do, by all means. Come anytime. Thank you for calling. The Doc's coming over right away.
Doc Fish, the barber?
Yes.
I mean, there's so many doctors of one kind or another around a college, one has to get used to it. By degrees, as you might say. Now, why is Doc Fish called Doc?
He holds the degree of Doctor of Inanity. Yes, it was conferred upon him in 1938 by a group of fun-loving and quite perceptive seniors. Not having looked up inanity in the dictionary, he's quite proud of it.
By the way, Toddy, were you daydreaming again when the phone rang? Or were you just worrying?
No, I plead guilty to the first accusation. I was daydreaming.
And where did you go this time?
Oh, down a wrong road for a bit, and then I found you and came back on the right one. Fine trip.
I wish I could go with you on some of these meanderings. You always have such a happy expression on your face.
Of course. That's what a daydream is for comparison with life itself. And usually life looks a little sorry by contrast. But not mine. No. My life with you, Vickie, is so like a daydream...
Beg pardon, sir. A Dr. Fish is calling.
Oh, Dr. Fish.
Oh, yes, ask him in, Penny, please.
Yes, sir. Right this way, please, Doctor. And on your way out, sir, I'd like to consult you about a slight cold in the head.
Won't be necessary, sister. Take a couple of aspirins and hit the hay. Hello, Mr. President.
Ah, Doc.
Mrs. Prez.
Hello, Doc.
Have a chair. You have news for us?
Yeah, case is closed. Eddie Gray is in the clear, and the real crook is known. And I feel like a louse. Excuse the expression, Mrs. Hall.
That's quite all right, Doc. You were a louse.
Yeah, I know.
How did you get Eddie Gray,
Off the hook?
Yes.
Same way I got him on. I talked. In this case, I talked to a friend of mine, sort of a tough guy. Tough and nosy. Kind of a guy that knows how to find things out. He just snooped around till he found a kid that had too much bookshop stock for his kind of dough. Then he brought him over for a haircut and a shave. Free.
A free shave and haircut?
Yeah. We put him in the chair, locked the door, and I started to hone my razor while this friend of mine asked questions. You'd be surprised how chatty a guy can get with a mug like my friend has hanging over him and a razor waving in the background.
Who was it, Doc?
Mrs. Prez, I've already talked too much. I ain't saying. But any time you happen to go into the campus bookshop for the next 3 years, you'll see him. He'll be working off his charge account. Hey, look. How did you people get so sure it wasn't Eddie Gray?
My husband is a fair judge of character.
Yeah, looks like it. What do you think of my character, Dr. Hall?
Oh, you're a simple subject, Doc.
I am?
Yeah, you have a moronic tendency to leap at erroneous conclusions.
Yeah?
And a strong urge toward character assassination.
Yeah?
And a lamentable weakness for turning on a conversation and leaving it running.
Golly, that's wonderful, Prexy. That's me to a T. How do you do it?
Oh, I studied under a great teacher, a doctor of inanity.
Gee, I got one of them degrees myself. Just honorary, of course.
Yes, we know, Doc. Good night.
All right.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
And here again are Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
We'll be seeing you next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Earl Ross, Gloria Gordon, Ben Wright, and Gil Stratton, Jr. Tonight's script was written by Nat Wolfe and Don Quinn. Our music was composed and conducted by Henry Russell. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn, directed by Nat Wolfe, and presented by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ken Carpenter speaking.
Now, hear We the People over most of these NBC stations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin presents The Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
If you like good beer, you'll find it pays to be curious and learn about Schlitz for yourself. And now, the Halls of Ivy.
The halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget, though we be far, far away.
Welcome again to Ivy. Ivy College, that is, in the town of Ivy, USA. Spring came to Ivy a few days ago, and in spring, as we all know, a young man's fancy lightly turns to thoughts of love, just as it does in summer and autumn and in winter. Sometimes it doesn't turn lightly at all, but with a resounding crash. And as in many crashes, it's the innocent bystanders who are most shaken up. No bystanders are more innocent this evening than Dr. William Todd Hunter Hall, Ivy's president, and his wife, the former Victoria Cromwell of the English stage. It's shortly after dinner, and Dr. Hall is in his study. Mrs. Hall enters and says,
Was that you making all that racket just now, Toddy darling?
Yes, I was feeling a bit chilly and thought I'd build a fire.
Oh. Well, why didn't you?
Well, having cleaned out the ashes, broken up a crate for kindling, and carried in 3 huge logs, I don't feel chilly anymore, just overheated. But don't go yet, Vickie. I've got a problem.
What is it?
Well, I've arranged all the papers on my desk neatly, sharpened all the pencils I could find, changed the ribbon on my typewriter, and cleaned the keys. Now, what else can I do to put off the moment when I have to go to work?
Oh, Toddy, now please buckle down to it. Otherwise you'll be up half the night, and it isn't good for you.
All right, my dear. Very well. Here I go. Hooray, an interruption. I mean, isn't that just too bad? It's about to... Hello, Dr. Hall speaking. Who? Oh, no, not at all, Brooks. What is it? Yes, of course you may come over. Where are you now? In a few minutes, then. Goodbye.
Who was it?
Young Brooks. Sounded very upset.
Isn't it Professor Quincanon's job to attend to students who sound very upset?
Well, it's little enough for me to do for Ivy's star athletes. But speaking of Professor Quincanon, we had lunch together today, and he reminded me that it is March, and time for us to prepare for our annual kite-flying competition. Won't you come out and watch us?
Well, of course I'll come. But isn't this annual kiting contest among the Ivy faculty a bit juvenile?
Oh, tradition, my dear. As an Englishwoman, you should know about that. England is full of delightful traditions. For example, in the year 1043, an archer stumbled, let loose a shaft which took the King's Chamberlain's prize pig in the left flank, and every year on March the umpteenth, a fast courier rides from Wolverhampton to Windsor Castle with a broken bowstring and a flitch of bacon. That sort of thing.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Like celebrating your American Independence Day by shooting off Chinese fireworks.
Anyway, you know, Professor Quincannon is still convinced he beat me last year because I didn't use the correct amount of string.
Oh, yes. You used too little, didn't you?
Oh, not at all. 900 feet to every 10 square feet of lifting surface. It's a mere matter of correlating the aerodynamic factors with the weight and tensile strength of the string. I worked it out mathematically.
You certainly did. Toddy, when Brooks comes, you will make an effort to keep it short and get to work as soon as you can, now won't you?
Oh, as I promised. But it's important that I see him. Between now and the Easter recess, when the students get a chance to blow off steam, is the most difficult period of the school year. I must do what I can to ease the strain wherever it appears. Yes, what is it, Penny?
Excuse me, sir, but you asked me to look for your kite.
Oh, yes. You found it?
Yes, sir. It's in the attic.
Is it in good condition?
Oh, yes, good as new, except in some respects. I used the cloth for cleaning rags last summer, sir.
Oh, well, that can be replaced, as long as the rest of it's all right.
Oh, it is, except for the frame. I had a need of kindling for the fire last winter.
Oh, no.
And the rest of it is just as you left it.
What rest of it?
The tail, sir. Oh, excuse me, the doorbell.
If it's a Mr. Brooks, Penny, send him in.
Yes, Mum.
Don't be upset, Toddy. Penny wasn't deliberately destructive.
No, she's quite impersonal about it, but so is an earthquake. And the consequences are just as devastating. However, if I remember correctly, I've another old kite in the cellar somewhere. And Oh, come in, Brooks, come in.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, Mrs. Hall.
Good evening.
I hope I'm not interrupting something.
No. We were discussing nothing more important than kite flying.
Oh, yes, I remember watching you and Professor Quincannon on the Commons last year. He, outflew you, didn't he?
Well, yes, it so
if
happened
I may
that
suggest, sir, try using a little more string this year.
Thank you. But I've taken the trouble to work it out mathematically.
William, may I remind you that there's a desk full of work waiting for you?
Oh, yes. Well, and what can I do for you, Brooks?
Would you prefer to speak to Dr. Hall alone?
Oh, no, ma'am. I haven't come to talk about myself. It's about my roommate, Merton Savada.
Oh, yes, you remember Savada, Victoria, the child prodigy?
Of course.
Has some friction developed between Savada and you, Brooks?
Oh, no, sir, not at all. As a matter of fact, I think he likes me very much. And I know darned well I like him. He's an awfully good kid, sir.
I rather thought putting you two together was a good idea. You know, it seemed like a natural combination, considering your experience as a counselor in boys' summer camps and his extreme youth. How old is he, by the way? 15?
Yes, sir. And working for his M.A. in physics.
Yes. Well, is Savada in some difficulty?
Yes, sir. I didn't realize it at first. He's such a funny combination of grown-up man and little boy that he takes a lot of figuring out. But he's been acting so strangely the last couple of days.
In what way?
Cutting classes, something he never did before. And sitting up writing almost every night, all night.
Writing? Writing what?
You wouldn't say. And he'd lock everything away in his trunk when he was finished.
Well, now, that's very selfish of him, wasn't it? Who does he think he is to want a little privacy?
Oh, no. Mrs. Hall, I wasn't trying to be snoopy. But I'm worried about the kid. He's in a tailspin, and I want to snap him out of it.
Well, I think that's very commendable, Brooks. That's what roommates are for, to take turns acting as lifeguard when the other member goes off the deep end.
Well, anyway, this morning I found this stuff in his wastebasket. Here.
No, thank you. I'd rather not read it, Brooks. Not being his roommate myself, I must respect his privacy. Just tell me, in general, what it is.
Poetry.
Oh.
Love poetry. It's sickening stuff.
Oh, you men. Well, I've known a lot of boys who wrote poetry. Some of it to me, too, if I do say so myself. And very few of them got fitted for straitjackets. And leave the boy alone. He'll recover.
Well, that's the point, Mrs. Hall. He'll recover too late. I found him packing his trunk when I got back from dinner. He was leaving school. I'm afraid some little bobby soxer has been giving him a rough time.
Oh, good heavens.
Well, I think it's beautiful. It's tragic, but it's beautiful.
I don't know, Victoria. I can only see the tragedy. No schoolboy romance should require such a drastic solution. This takes it out of the comic Valentine class and makes it a serious emotional problem. Where's the boy going, Brooks? His parents are in New Zealand, aren't they?
Yes, sir. He hasn't seen them for 2 years. His father's attached to the American embassy there. But I think he has an aunt and uncle living in Washington.
Excuse me, sir. There's a Merton Savada here to see you.
Oh, Well, I suppose you'd better show him in.
Is there any way I can get out through the rear of the house? I don't want the kid to think I've been going behind his back. I mean, especially since I have been going behind his back.
Well, I'll show it to you.
Goodbye, sir, and thank you.
Goodbye. Don't worry about Savada. Trust me.
I do, sir.
Mr. Savada, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, Savada.
Good evening.
This is an unexpected pleasure. Please, sit down.
Thank you. I'll be brief, sir. And then I'll ask a favor, if I may.
Of course. Feel perfectly at home.
I do feel at home. After all, we're both men of the world.
Quite so.
I'm leaving Ivy, sir, tonight.
Oh? The curriculum is not satisfactory?
Perfectly. You realize, sir, that I took my A.B. at Columbia last year.
Yes.
And in one more year, I'd have my master's degree here at Ivy. It's got nothing to do with the school, I assure you. It's just that I'm in an emotional situation that cannot be resolved. Une affaire de cœur. A matter of the heart.
I understand French, Savada. I want you to know that I respect your feeling and your resolve, but that I don't think you ought to consider leaving your studies until you've explored every other possibility, including the asking of advice from an older man. Won't you tell me about it and see if I can help?
Well, I'm in love for the first time in my life. Never even considered it before. Career first. Everything else second was the way I saw it. Ha!
Doesn't the lady return your love?
She doesn't even know I exist.
You've never told her how you felt?
No, sir. It wouldn't help. You see, she loves another man.
Well, you can't be certain of that, until you ask her.
I never thought of that.
Ask her, my boy, ask her.
But what about the other man?
Oh, he'll have to take his chance, just as you do.
You're very wise, sir.
Oh, no, not at all. Now then, would you care to tell me who she is?
Your wife, sir.
Would you mind repeating that?
Your wife, sir. And that brings me to the favor I want to ask. Before leaving, have I your permission to speak to her?
My wife? Mine?
I can understand this comes as a shock to you, and that you naturally wish to discuss this with her before I see her. With your permission, sir, I'll withdraw for a half hour or so and speak to her when I return. Good evening, sir. Thank you.
Vickie! Vickie, where are you? Vickie! Vickie!
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman will be back in a moment. Right now, there's just time for you to hear how one man tumbled onto something very interesting.
My friend Jim is always saying, you haven't lived till you've been on skis. Well, I'm inclined to look at it the other way around. Staying alive had always come to me easy, until the day I let Jim talk me into a pair of skis and send me plummeting downhill with no visible means of support. You'll love it were his parting words. But there again we disagreed. Halfway down the hill I met a sapling, thus ending my short, unhappy career as a skier. I limped back to the lodge where the doctor said it was only a sprain. However, Jim blamed himself for my downfall and kept clucking over me like a mother hen, bringing me pillows, magazines, and several bottles of Schlitz beer. I'd never tasted Schlitz before, but the good things I've heard about it had me smacking my lips before I tried it. My first swallow told me that here was a beer that more than lived up to its advance notices. Here was a beer so fine, not even a radio announcer's best adjectives could do justice to its flavor. Yes, getting acquainted with Schlitz was more than worth the few bruises that brought it about. No wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
that surround us here today.
As we return to the halls of Ivy, where a triangle has developed on a quadrangle, we find Dr. Hall torn between amusement and concern, as he says.
Have you any idea of what you're going to say, Victoria? How you're going to carry it off?
Not the slightest, William. Well, I suppose I could say, I'm sorry, Merton, I'm already bespoke. But I'd like you to think of me as your sister. That's a little wheaty, isn't it?
But the word is corny, Victoria.
Toddy.
Well, first you say, how do you do? Then you say something about the weather. Then after that you just improvise.
Now, why couldn't I have thought of that?
Oh, my dear, I'm certain you'll handle it very well. You've met situations just as difficult with tact and dexterity.
Name one.
Well, the faculty tea, for instance. A few days after I first brought you to Ivy. You told me you'd never been so fearful in your life.
Oh, I remember. Oh, Toddy, I was so afraid they wouldn't like me. I thought to myself, one look at me and Toddy's career suffers a 30 or 40-year setback. An actress in these sedate surroundings. And a musical comedy actress at that.
Well, I don't mind telling you now, after so many years, that it was a crucial moment in my life, too. Will you ever forget that short walk from our house to the faculty club? It was an evening in May, as I recall, and you seemed perfectly all right. Until we closed our front door behind us, and then... What is it, Vickie? Why have you stopped?
Oh, please. Let's go back into the house. I simply can't face all those strangers.
They're not strangers, darling. I've known some of them a dozen years.
Well, I've hardly been here a week, and I've never seen any of them before in my life. Please, Toddy, we can telephone. We can make some excuse.
Oh, darling.
It's going to be dreadful. There'll be a murmur of conversation until I appear, and then it will die away as that battery of eyes converges on me. Toddy, I just can't go in there and open cold.
No, look. How would you like me to go in first? Doing a buck and wing. I can be singing, hello, hello, there's going to be a show. that might warm them up.
Toddy, don't laugh at me. Not when I'm feeling so inadequate.
Ah, you've no reason to. They'll all adore you. You'll be the loveliest woman present.
I can imagine how much the wives of the faculty members will adore the loveliest woman present. Toddy, let's go back. Well, at least let me change my gown.
But it's a beautiful gown.
Yeah, but it's too beautiful. Let me change to something simpler. With brogans and a pair of overalls, perhaps. I just don't want to be resented. I'm the strange bird in the barnyard, and I don't want to be pecked at.
Vickie, you're not going to be pecked at. You are impeccable. Ho, ho, ho! No, darling, you're going in wearing that gown, and everyone will gasp with admiration, and I'll be the proudest man there. Sailor, I have spoken. Now, give me your hand.
I feel as though I were on my way to the gallows, and I didn't even have time to eat a hearty meal. And I've forgotten everything you've told me about who's who.
Well, the head of my department is Dean Gurney. He resembles a bilious pigeon.
Oh, yes, you told me. I remember I associated his name with crusts of bread,
yes,
because one does feed pigeons crusts of bread, doesn't one?
That's right.
Well, thank heaven I'm certain about one thing. One does feed pigeons crusts of bread. How do you do, Dean Gurney? Do have a crust of bread?
No.
Merely associating. And then I should say to him, please introduce me to your wife. I've heard so much about her.
No, I wouldn't, darling. Inasmuch as she left him to marry a prize fighter, I feel it would strike rather as silly. I told you, don't you remember?
No. Oh, Toddy, I don't remember anything. Not anything at all. What shall I do?
Vickie, I love you. One unkind word or glance directed at you, and I shall ask the entire faculty to step outside en masse. And remember this, my darling. No appointment, no job is worth more to me than the smile on your face, the happiness in your hearts, and above all, the gay and gallant spirit that is Vickie.
Darling, thank you for buckling on my armor.
Well, we're in for it now, darling. I've rung the doorbell. Now, just remember that faculty wives are merely...
Howdy, darling, that's our doorbell, and you didn't ring it.
I didn't. You mean you did? Ah, brave girl. Now you're getting yourself in hand.
No, Toddy. That's our doorbell. Come on home, dear.
Home? Well, then what is... Oh, our doorbell. Yes, well, Penny will answer it. I'm sorry if I was being absent-minded again.
That's all right, Toddy. But next time, don't squeeze my arm quite so hard. Mr. Savada will think you've been beating me.
Savada? Oh, yes, good heavens. I must get out of here. It'll be less embarrassing for him if he doesn't see me.
Oh, Toddy, please don't go. Get me out of this.
But you trust me, Victoria. I'll think of something. I hope. Somebody's got to think of something.
Mr. Savada, Mum.
Yes, thank you, Penny. Well, come along in, Mr. Savada. Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
It's, lovely weather, isn't it? May I improvise you... may I get you some milk and cookies?
I'm not a child.
I'm sorry.
Please don't be sorry. I wouldn't hurt you for anything in the world.
Well, thank you. You're very gallant. I've been told you're leaving school. Why?
I think it best. Staying here near you is... Well, I'm not made of marble, you know. If I thought there was even a remote possibility. But there isn't, is there?
Well, I think not. Aside from every other consideration, I happen to love my husband deeply.
I don't see how you can.
You don't?
No. Why, he's old enough to be my father.
How old do you suppose I am?
Just the right age. Victoria. I may call you Victoria, may I not?
Yes, please do.
Victoria, what does he have that I haven't got? I'll match my IQ against his any time.
Well, it's not a question of intelligence, Merton.
Maybe you think I couldn't support you. I have assets. I'm writing a book, and I could sell my butterfly collection, and I get a regular weekly allowance.
Oh, it isn't that at all, believe me. I know, we all know, how capable you are, and what a fine career you're certain to have.
Do you think he's handsomer than I am? Because I can promise you that someday I'll be just as distinguished at the temples as he is. Runs in the family.
Yes, I'm sure of it. I consider you an extremely presentable young man. And I know that someday you'll meet the right girl and be very happy, and then I hope...
Then there's nothing I can say that will make you reconsider.
Merton, tell me, what did you imagine a relationship with me would be like?
I know what it would be like. I've thought of it 1,000,000 times.
Tell me.
Well, you'd always be around. And you'd wave to me when I left for school in the morning. And we'd go to theaters and concerts together. And I'd tell you things, and you'd tell me things. And it would be so wonderful.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
Are you really?
Yes. Merton, tell me something. But look deeply into your heart and reflect a moment before answering.
I will.
Is it really a sweetheart you want? Isn't it really a mother? There. Come on now. That's it. You're all right. Come over here. Take my handkerchief. Give me your hand.
Oh, Mrs. Hall. Mrs. Hall.
Yes, I know how it is. Merton, believe me, I do. Well, I used to cry myself to sleep for a mother I never knew. I lost mine when I was still a baby. Now, at least you have a mother.
Yes, I guess that's right. I suppose it's childish to be so lonely.
No, it isn't childish at all. Well, I think one has to be pretty self-centered not to be lonely. But now that you realize that it is just loneliness...
Well, Victoria, and how did... Oh, well, excuse me. Hello, Savada.
Hello, Dr. Hall. Well, the reason I was holding your wife's hand, Doctor, is...
No, please. That requires no explanation, Savada. The impulse to hold my wife's hand is practically universal. And I didn't mean to intrude. I just came in here to... what did I come in here for? Oh, yes. I was mending a kite, and I wanted some string from the desk drawer. Some kite string. It was in this desk. I'm sorry if I seem to be babbling.
William, there are miles of string in the kitchen. Ask Penny.
Oh, I won't require miles, darling. I'm not trying to break the record, whatever it is.
It's 21,120 feet.
What?
The altitude record for kites. 21,120 feet.
Oh.
Established in November 1905 at the Prussian Aeronautical Observatory.
Thank you. Are you a kite flyer?
No, kites are for children.
Really?
I think you're wrong, Merton. Dr. Hall is certainly not a child, and he finds it most difficult at times to fly them.
Probably uses the wrong amount of string.
I do not use the wrong amount of string. I use approximately 900 feet to every 10 square feet of lifting surface.
Too little by far from what I know of the theory.
Well, indeed, let me tell you something.
Merton, now, please, may I suggest that instead of merely discussing it, you both go out to the field tomorrow morning and there determine who is right and who is wrong.
Well, now, that seems... Isn't he leaving school?
Are you, Merton?
I suppose I could put it off for a day.
Oh, it may take weeks to settle this matter. What do you say, Merton? Can you put off leaving for more than one day?
I guess so. I mean, yes, of course. We can go out together every Saturday morning, all three of us.
Exactly.
I think I'll stay.
I'm delighted, Mr. Savada. Confused, but delighted.
Well, come along, dear, and sit down.
Thank you. I trust, Savada, you won't think me intrusive if I hold my wife's other hand.
No, sir.
Good. Now then, are you acquainted with aerodynamics?
Yes, sir. What kind of a kite do you fly? Flat or box?
Flat. I like a...
Try a box.
What do you mean?
I say that because theoretically four-plane surfaces versus a single-plane surface gives you a lifting potential far greater than...
Yes, but against that you have added weight, as I've worked it out mathematically.
The added weight, Doctor, when you consider the applied theory...
Yes, I know, my boy, but the theory of flight in heavier than aircraft presupposes that a split current of air... I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
And now here again are Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
Well, I hope young Merton Savada will be all right now.
Oh, yes, Toddy, he was just lonely. And all alone bewept his outcast state.
That's all very well, my dear, but you know, Mr. Shakespeare really wrote that sonnet for lovers like you and me. Oh, I think of it often when in disgrace with fortune and men's eyes, I all alone beweep my outcast state, and trouble deaf heaven with my bootless cries, and look upon myself and curse my fate, wishing me like to one more rich in hope, featured like him with friends possessed, desiring this man's art and that man's scope, with what I most enjoy contented least. Yet in these thoughts, myself almost despising, haply I think on thee, and that's you, Vickie. And then my state, like to the lark at break of day arising from sullen earth, sings hymns at heaven's gate. For thy sweet love remembered such wealth brings, that then I scorn to change my state with kings.
Thank you, darling. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
We'll be seeing you next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Henry Blair, Gloria Gordon, and Barney Phillips. Tonight's script was written by Walter Brown Newman and Don Quinn. Music was composed and conducted by Henry Russell. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn, directed by Nat Wolf, and presented by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ken Carpenter speaking.
Oh, we love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget, though we be far, far away.
Now, here are we the people over most of these NBC stations.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin presents The Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
If you like good beer, you'll find it pays to be curious and learn about Schlitz for yourself. Now, the Halls of Ivy.
That surround us here today, and we will not forget, though we be far, far away.
Welcome again to Ivy. Ivy College, that is, in the town of Ivy, USA. It's a little past noon, and so far it's been an ordinary day. At the home of Ivy's president, Dr. William Todhunter Hall, and his wife, the former Victoria Cromwell of the English Theater, Dr. Hall is just entering the living room where he meets Penny, their maidservant, and says,
Hello, Penny. Will you tell Mrs. Hall, please, that I'm ready to eat now?
Mrs. All ain't in, sir.
Oh?
She got a message to please come quick to a rehearsal of the Junior Follies about 2 hours ago.
Oh, yes, the Junior Follies.
She said I was to inform you as soon as you wasn't quite so busy with your book.
Thank you, Penny.
You've been busy with that book a long time, haven't you, sir?
Yes, over 3 years.
Cool. Fancy that. Over 3 years on one book. If I may say so, sir, I read much faster than you do.
Penny, I'm not...
The secret is, don't stop to form each word with your lips.
Yes, Penny,
You'll find it's also a great help if you run your finger along the page under the lines as you go.
I'll practice, Penny, thank you.
Quite welcome, sir. Any time at all. I'll answer the door, sir.
Yes, Penny, do, please.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Is Mrs. Hall in?
No, sir, she's not.
Ask them in, Penny.
Come in, sir. A gentleman to see Mrs. Hall, sir.
Oh, good afternoon. I am Dr. Hall. Is there anything I can do?
Oh, thanks, Doctor, but I don't think so. Oh, I hope I'm not disturbing you. I should have phoned from the air terminal, but I'm in a terrible rush. My name's Pinero.
Won't you sit down, Mr. Pinero?
Oh, thank you. I don't know if Vic has ever mentioned me to you. I'm an old friend, broker into show business.
Oh, yes, of course. You're Artie Pinero.
The same.
Yes. Well, she's often told me about you and the act you used to do. Pinero and Cromwell, wasn't it?
That's right, Pinero and Cromwell, those two funny people.
Yes.
Is that clock right up there? Yes, sir, right up there. How do you get down off an elephant? You don't get down off an elephant, you get down off a duck.
Yes. I've often heard of the supposed difference between English and American humor, Mr. Pinero. The understatement of one and the exaggeration of the other. But if you were quoting from Pinero and Cromwell, those two funny people...
Oh, if you mean that a jam tart smack in the face is not very funny but gets laughed at by everybody, Doctor, I agree with you. Keep it simple is what I tell everybody on my way to the bank. Yeah. You're Vic's husband, I take it, eh?
Happily, I am.
I was never sure. I've been in Australia till recently. Are you in the business?
The business of what?
I mean, are you in show business, too?
Oh, no. I'm the president here.
Well, I have been out of touch. Whatever became of Truman?
No, Mr. Pinero, you don't understand. I am the president of this college, Ivy College.
Oh, yes, of course.
And Mr. Truman, I believe, is quite well and still in the White House. His lease is good through most of 1952.
Well, it's not for me to criticize your customs. How's Vickie? You know, it's been a dog's age since I last saw her. Prettiest kid I ever knew, and the nicest, and the most talented. How is she?
Oh, I think she's better than ever, Mr. Pinero. Although I must admit to a slight prejudice in her favor.
And that great sense of timing for a comedy line.
Her timing is, as always, admirable.
And is she still, Oh, I know I'm being inquisitive, but I've got a good reason for asking. Is she still, Has she got, does she bulge?
Only where bulging is, shall we say, architecturally desirable. But there again, I am prejudiced, Mr. Pinero. May I ask the reason for this research?
Well, you see, I have something most important to talk over with her.
I rather imagine it might be important to me, too, Mr. Pinero.
Oh, of course it would, but I don't know if you'd understand it the way Vickie would.
Well, why not try me?
Well, you see, Doctor, once you've been mixed up in our business, you're never quite satisfied with anything else. You're never quite as happy as when you had grease paint on your face and were complaining about your lines.
Yeah, do you think that applies to everyone?
Oh, yes, I do, everyone.
You feel, then, that Victoria might be unhappy here at Ivy?
Oh, now, wait a minute, Doctor. I didn't say she was unhappy. It's just that she can't help missing the theater. Any more than you can help missing this library full of books.
I'm not at all sure that I agree with you, but I do understand your point. Every profession has a magnetism for its most competent practitioners, which is almost irresistible. But why this sudden concern for Victoria's happiness?
Oh, forgive me, Doctor, but I talk better when I walk around. Well, this is why. I need her. I need her badly.
In the question of need, Mr. Pinero, no one needs her as badly as I do, with, if you'll pardon me, a certain priority.
I know. But this is show business. Now, I produced a musical revue down in Australia in 1946 that's still running to packed houses.
I wonder if the quiet of the campus has been deadly for her.
My show is called Sydney's Harbour. It was such a hit down there that I brought a company to England last year, and it's still running there.
I wonder if all the happiness she's given me has left her with none of her own.
Now, my point is, Doctor, next month I'm opening Sydney's Harbour in New York.
I've been an idiot, so content with my own luck that
And I would like Vickie to play the lead. Well, did you hear me, Dr. Hall?
Huh?
I would like Vickie to play the lead.
The lead, yes, of course. The lead, naturally. Mr. Pinero.
Yes?
Would you mind giving me a few hours on this? I'd like to think about it quite seriously, and then may I phone you? I know that Victoria will be most anxious to see you.
Why, certainly, only I don't have too long. Oh, could I drop around again about, say, 6?
6, Mr. Pinero. And thank you.
Thank me? Whatever for, Dr. Hall?
For reminding me of something I had forgotten. Hello, my darling. How did it go?
Oh, if there's ever a junior follies at all, I shall be amazed. You should have been there this morning. Sets falling down and fuses blowing all over the place. Orchestrations missing, actors going up on their lines. The director tearing his hair and screaming. Everyone hysterical with week before opening jitters. Ooh, it was heavenly.
It sounds quite hellish to me. Begging your pardon.
You've never been in show business. It was meat and drink to me. Just what the doctor ordered.
Vickie, do you find yourself missing the theater terribly? I mean, did you ever have any regrets?
Regrets? Of course not, Toddy. What kind of talk's that?
Well, after all, you were at the height of your career when I met you. And the life we lead here, well, it's so different from the life you've had.
Toddy, this is the height of my career right now. Every moment of it.
I think you sacrificed a great deal.
Would you think that you sacrificed what might have been a great political career by marrying an actress?
Oh, my dear.
Well, you remember what that congressman told you? That you might have been a presidential log?
The phrase, my dear, is timber, not log. Although in some cases, log is the more descriptive term. Particularly when you realize that a log is difficult to handle, has a great affinity for a stump, and is most useful when dead. But, oh, dear, I'm digressing. No, Vickie, of course I don't regret it.
Well, then there you are. We might each have been something else if we never married. But we did, and we're happy, and that's the essential thing.
And you don't ever wish you were back?
Oh, Toddy, darling, grease paint and fiddles tuning up in the pit will always make my nostrils quiver and my ears twitch. Well, that's why I love coaching these college shows. It's a little harmless smoke that keeps the old firehorse happy.
Firehorse, indeed, please. You are speaking of the woman I love. But seriously, Vickie, and the women's magazines notwithstanding, marriage is not really a career. In its original meaning, the word career meant a gallop, a gamble, a frisk. Marriage is not a gallop. It's a pleasant amble. It's also a serious partnership in a serious business, life. It can coexist with a career only with the most scrupulous balance of interests.
Hey, what are you trying to tell me?
Mr. Pinero is in town.
No. Archie?
Yes.
Where? Whatever is he doing here? Where is he?
At the inn. He'll be back here about 6.
Oh, how wonderful. I'll call him right this minute.
I told him you were most anxious to see him.
Oh, I am. I can't wait. Oh, you told him?
Yes, he was here.
Toddy?
Yes, my dear?
Does he want me to go back to the theater?
Suppose you talk to him.
Marriage, my darling, is not a career. William, are you trying to get rid of me?
Now, Vickie, is it...
Are you sending me back to the grease paint and footlights?
Now, Vickie,
Have you decided that an actress's place is on the stage and never to darken your doors no more?
My darling, you
Oh,
must
out in
listen.
the snow with my shawl and my baby. Darling,
I have seriously tried to see both sides of the question.
Well, I've made my decision.
You have?
Yes, I'm going.
You are?
Certainly. With this deafening public clamor in my ears, how can I refuse the call of duty? I'm going.
Going?
I'm going to phone Artie. He's convinced you that I should go back to the theater. Now he's going to try and convince me. And let me tell you, what's that peculiar look in your eye?
Just speculation, my darling. I think I shall meet Mr. Pinero on the front steps with a loaded pistol. I have just invented a new crime, Pinero-side. And in court I can say that everything suddenly went black. And believe me, Vickie, I can think of nothing blacker than the prospect of losing you to a jar of makeup.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
An experience like that usually has a story behind it. So before we return to the halls of Ivy, let's hear the story of a new house, the couple who moved into it, and a tour of inspection by their next-door neighbor that stopped almost before it started.
I'm the next-door neighbor, a fact for which I'm deeply grateful, since it led to my first taste of Schlitz beer. But to begin at the beginning, my neighbors had just finished getting their new home in order and wanted me to come over and give the place my approval. I went in through the back door and was led into the stainless steel splendor of a modern kitchen. There, with love in their eyes, my new neighbors showed me the miracle of automatic dishwashing, the efficiency of their new stove, and the amazing capacity of their new refrigerator. At that point, the tour of inspection came to an abrupt halt, for the refrigerator was well stocked with Schlitz beer. Somehow, I'd never gotten around to trying Schlitz before, though I'd heard a lot of good things about it. My curiosity must have shown, because my neighbor took out a couple of bottles of Schlitz and poured a glass for me. I drank, and I realized right then and there what I'd been missing. Neighbor, I said, although I've been no farther than your kitchen, I can tell you this. If the rest of your house is in as good taste as the beer you serve, then believe me, you've made a sound investment. No wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
That surround us here today.
As we rejoin the halls of Ivy, we find Dr. Hall talking to his wife, who's just had a fine offer to return to the theater.
Vickie,
Yes, dear?
you know, quite sincerely, I don't want to stand in the way if you decide to take a sabbatical of your own, if you do think you'd like to get back in harness, as it were. I know how one can become infatuated with one's own profession, even mine, prosaic as it may seem in comparison to footlights and first nights. There are times when I positively thrill to the smell of old books. I remember we were joking about it once, about inventing a perfume for the wives of faculty members. We were going to call it Essence of Worm-Eaten Volumes.
You might even call it Eau de Voltaire.
Oh, very good, very good. But as for your absence for a few weeks disrupting my life, well, I shall miss you, of course, but I can manage.
Oh, you can.
Well, I mean, after all, I'm not a stereotyped, absent-minded professor.
No, I know. You're probably the most present-minded professor there is.
Well, thank you, my dear. So...
Hardy, now look. I had a wonderful life in the theater, but I have a wonderful life with you here. And I never want anything to change that.
Nothing ever will, Victoria, as far as I'm concerned. I can only repeat a phrase Mark Twain placed in the mouth of Adam about Eve. Wherever she is, there is Eden.
Excuse me, sir. A young lady's calling. A Miss Keating.
Keating?
Oh, it's Sally Keating. Sure in, Penny.
Yes, Mum.
Sally Keating, that's a familiar name.
Yes, she's the lead in the Junior Follies.
Oh,
I don't know
yes.
exactly what... Oh, come on in, Sally. William, you've met Sally Keating, I'm sure.
Oh, yes, indeed. Please sit down, Miss Keating. I understand you're the leading lady in the Junior Follies. Good heavens, what did I say?
Sally. Now, Sally, what is it? Sally, now tell me.
He threw me out of the show. Squiffy threw me out of the show.
Oh, no.
Squiffy?
It's Dick Lester, Class of 51. He's the director. Give me your handkerchief, William. Now, stop it, Sally. Tell me what happened.
Squiffy was choking Larry.
Choking Larry?
What's that? You mean throttling him?
Larry threw his baton at Squiffy first because some of the orchestrations were on fire.
On fire?
On fire?
Did Squiffy have a match to them?
No, there was a short circuit in the pit before we could put it out. It was really the fault of Bobo.
What's a Bobo?
She's a who, not a what. It's Bobo Cleary. She's the head electrician. Now, Sally, stop it now. Now, stop it at once. I'm sure you're not really out of the show.
I am. And I don't care. I don't want to be in it. I hate the part. I never wanted in the first place. The songs are dreadful, and the lines they gave don't leave me standing there with egg on my face opening night. And I wouldn't appear in a production with any of them for all the money in the world. I hate them.
Is this what you meant week before opening jitters?
That's it.
Oh, dear. Is it always like this?
Of course not. This is serene compared to the general run of things. Now, Sally, stop that and listen to me. You're behaving like a child. It's a very good and funny show, and the songs are some of the best I've ever heard. And you'll be fine opening night. You know it as well as I do. Now, I want you to run along home and douse your face with cold water. And then I'll meet you in the auditorium in an hour.
Well, all right, Mrs. Hall. But I'm scared to death about opening night.
Well, good for you. You should be. I always was, too. It proves we have emotions. What good is an actress without emotions?
Gee, that's right, isn't it? Yeah. Keep telling me that, will you, Mrs. Hall? I'll see you in the auditorium. Bye, Dr. Hall.
Goodbye, Miss Keating.
Poor, happy child. All upset and enjoying every heart-throbbing dramatic moment of it.
Enjoying it? You really mean that?
She's enjoying every tear that runs down that pretty face.
Yes, I suppose that's right. I've often thought that young people were purposely designed to be intensely emotional, out of all proportion to the moment at hand. Then, in later life, when they meet real problems, their feelings have been tempered to withstand the sharp edge of disaster.
You must have found that out from observation, Toddy, not experience. I can't imagine you being very upset emotionally.
Oh, my equilibrium was fairly good, Vickie, until I met you.
You mean I tipped you over?
Well, as a matter of strict historical fact, my darling, the full impact of my being tipped over struck me about the third night we had dinner together in that dim-lit little restaurant in Soho.
Oh, yeah, I remember. The little French place. Or Armenian or Greek, or all of them combined, I think.
Yes. I had a conviction as I sat there and saw the candlelight experimenting with your eyelashes that this was a moment to remember.
William, dear, for a visiting American, you do find the most delightful places to take me.
Thank you, Victoria, but most of them are rather ordinary places which become delightful by reason of your arrival.
No. But this little restaurant, I never saw it before or even heard of it.
Oh, my ingenuity has an economic basis. This place looked quiet, clean, and inexpensive. You know, I've been prowling around this district quite a bit.
Yes, Soho. It is interesting, isn't it?
Intensely, the very name. Soho. A fox hunting term, you know.
Is it really?
Yes, this was originally fox hunting country. And Soho was the huntsman's cry to call off the hounds. And later on, when the Edict of Nantes was revoked, this was the refuge of thousands of French Huguenots and others escaping from the French Revolution. Thus, through the centuries, Soho has become London's foreign colony.
Thank you.
That's all right, darling. The bus leaves the Marble Arch at 2 o'clock.
Oh, I should be very happy to be honest. But how on earth did you know all this? I've been here all my life, and I never knew these things.
Oh, it's nothing. Strangers always know more about a country than the natives. When we get to America... What did I say?
You said, when we get to America, you said. I heard you. Distinctly.
I'm sorry. I had no right to presume that... I mean... Oh, forgive me.
No.
You must... My thoughts, my hopes ran away with my tongue. Sitting here, watching your face... And I don't think I shall ever want to eat another meal except by candlelight. Victoria...
Yes, dear?
I think I must be a little mad to think as I've been thinking. Here am I, an American professor on his sabbatical, with neither fortune nor fame in his pocket, having the unutterable presumption to hope that a reigning star of the London theatre would...
Would what?
Would you care for more coffee?
No, thank you, William.
Good. Nothing more to... Well, Vickie, darling, you haven't eaten a thing. Look at your plate.
Well, look at your own.
But what? Didn't you like the dinner? Did I choose a bad restaurant?
William, dear, how could either of us possibly eat? You've been holding my hand ever since we sat down.
I have? Oh, good heavens. Oh, Victoria, I am sorry. No, I'm not. I'm going to do it again on every possible occasion.
Do what, sir?
Hold your hand like this.
Well, thank you, sir. Very kind of you, sir. But don't you think that...
William, it's Penny. You're holding Penny's hand.
Of course I am. William and Penny, the two happiest people in the world. William and Penny. What am I... Penny, let go my hand.
Yes, sir. Gladly, sir. You're pinching the ring into the finger, sir.
I beg your pardon. I thought I was...
What was it you wanted, Penny?
Mr. Pinero is here.
Pinero? Oh, yes. Show him in, Penny.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Off again on one of your little excursions, Toddy?
Yes, I guess I was.
Was I with you this time?
Oh, you're always with me, my darling. My excursions, as you call them, always call for 2 tickets, and I always...
Mr. Pinero, sir.
Artie!
Vickie, my duck!
Won't you sit down, Mr. Pinero?
Pinero and Cromwell, those two funny people. I'm so glad to see you I could cry.
Try this chair over here, Mr. Pinero.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. Well, you're looking great, Vickie.
Oh.
Well, you haven't changed their hair, so help me. Oh, what you do to them in Sydney's harbour is nobody's business.
I've told her part of your plan.
You're absolutely made for the part, Vic. Why, you'll be the toast of the town.
Yes, Artie, my husband told me what you said about putting your show on in New York.
I wasn't able to paint quite such a colourful picture as he did.
That's very simple. I need you, pet. Thought it all over 1,000,000 times, and you're the one, the absolute one.
It seems, Vickie, that you are the one wherever you go.
Now, name your own terms. Why, this would be the biggest thing that ever hit Broadway. Now, what about it, Vickie?
I'm afraid, Artie, it's too late. It sounds absolutely lovely, but I'm just too happy here.
Dr. Hall, I appeal to you. You have the understanding of a professional.
Oh, you know how I feel about this, Victoria. I'll miss you terribly. But if you feel the slightest desire to go back...
William.
What, my dear?
Nothing on this earth could persuade me to leave you. You see, Artie...
No. Don't go on, Vickie. I know the answer. The way you two look at each other tells me more than words. Well, it was worth trying.
Oh, yes, Mr. Pinero, well worth it. Broadway's loss is Ivy's good fortune and mine.
I'm sorry, Artie. You were sweet to remember me.
Oh, forget it, Vickie. Just thought it would be nice to get together again. Pinero and Cromwell. Those two funny people. Tell me, do you know how to make a Venetian blind?
Stick your finger in his eye. Goodbye, Artie.
Applause and exit, Artie Pinero. God bless, Vickie. And good luck to you, Doctor.
Thank you, Artie. And my sincere sympathy. You see, I too know what it means to have a top actress under exclusive contract in a solid hit, with the prospect of a long, long run. Goodbye, Mr. Pinero.
Goodbye.
Welcome home, Vickie.
I've never been away, my darling.
But it must have been tempting.
Toddy.
Have
you ever looked down Faculty Row at 6 o'clock in the evening?
Often.
Have you ever seen the trees change colour while you were watching them?
Many times.
Have you ever listened to the singing at night on Fraternity Lane?
Oh, I've even added my own baritone from outside the windows.
And have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror?
No, Victoria.
I like it here, Toddy. I love it.
curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
And now here again are Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, when disaster strikes, the Red Cross is there with emergency assistance. Even more important, the Red Cross stays on the scene to help rebuild and to provide medical care. Last year, the Red Cross gave assistance to over 200,000 persons in 330 disaster operations. Your help is needed. The 4 arms of the Red Cross embrace the entire world. Forearmed is forewarned. Give more than before. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
That surround us here today, and we will not forget, though we be far, far away.
We'll be seeing you next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Joseph Kearns, Janet Waldo, and Gloria Gordon. Tonight's script was written by Walter Brown Newman and Don Quinn. Our music was composed and conducted by Henry Russell. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn, directed by Nat Wolf, and presented by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ken Carpenter speaking. Gentlemen, the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin presents The Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
If you like good beer, you'll find it pays to be curious and learn about Schlitz for yourself. And now, the Halls of Ivy.
The halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget, though we be far, far away.
Welcome again to Ivy. Ivy College, that is, in the town of Ivy, USA. Today is the windiest day of the windiest month of the year here at Ivy. It's also the day chosen by the members of Ivy's Board of Governors for their quarterly meeting. Let those who will make the most of this coincidence. Ivy's president, Dr. William Todhunter Hall, is out walking this afternoon with his wife, the former Victoria Cromwell of the English musical comedy stage. As they round the corner of the library, Mrs. Hall says,
There's Mr. Wellman.
Where?
Over there, heading this way.
Oh, yes.
That's really a remarkable strut he has.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, look at him, look. He's marching 4 abreast all by himself.
I sometimes wonder, Victoria, if we're not a bit too hostile toward Mr. Wellman. You know, there's much to be said in his favor. He began life as a poor boy and pulled himself up by his own bootstraps. He's now a power in the canned soup business and chairman of our Board of Governors. You've got to hand it to him.
I know. If you don't, he just reaches out and grabs it anyway. He seems to be smiling. A beastly little smile. Like the canary who swallowed the cat. Yeah. Probably just thought of something to make the board bedevil you.
Now, Vickie, we mustn't judge him too harshly.
You haven't had a change of heart about him, have you?
Victoria, Mr. Wellman has often been arrogant and discourteous to me. He has occasionally been mean and spiteful. Nevertheless, there is something about the man that renders him in my eyes at least, obnoxious.
Well, thank heaven. I thought for a moment you were ill.
But I've been wondering if perhaps it wouldn't be better for the school if I tried to establish a friendlier relationship with him. What would your reaction be if I invited him to dinner this evening?
My usual reaction. My shoulders would sag with delight. Oh, please don't invite him, Toddy. I never know what to talk to him about.
I've always considered you a tower of strength conversationally.
When Mr. Wellman is present, I'm a tower of jello. Let's not rush into it.
All right, my dear. Another time, perhaps.
Yes, later in the spring when the passenger pigeons return.
Darling, the passenger pigeon is extinct.
How nice.
At any rate, I see no reason why I shouldn't offer him an olive branch, do you?
None, except he's liable to bash you about the head with it.
No, I think I can be relied upon to make him accept it in the spirit in which it's offered. If I say so myself, I'm a pretty good diplomat. You know, the even temper, the retort courteous, the subtle flattery subtly conveyed. I have them all at my command when I set my mind to it. Hall the charm boy, they used to call me. Now, you just watch me melt away his hostility. Good afternoon, Mr. Wellman. I couldn't, but...
It's you, Hall. Mrs. Hall?
Yes, as I watched you coming toward us, I couldn't help thinking that much of your success must be due to the resoluteness so apparent in your walk, with which you approach any task, even an ordinary meeting of the board.
This isn't going to be an ordinary meeting, if I can help it. Far from it. Have you seen today's newspaper?
No, I haven't.
Here, read that. Read that.
Oh, I see. You're going to liven it up a bit, are you? Play a few practical jokes, eh? Oh, clever, very clever.
What? What are you talking about? What are you reading?
Listen, Vickie. Now on sale, largest collection of itch powder and dribble glasses in town. 1 million laughs.
No, not the advertisement. The column next to it.
What?
What is it?
Town council passes resolution condemning vice on Ivy campus? How dare they perpetrate such an outrageous insult?
The point, Dr. Hall, is how you dare permit such a condition to flourish here at the school.
Mr. Wellman, surely you know as well as I there is no basis in fact for this contemptible lie.
I know only that for years, against your opposition, I have tried to do away with the very thing at which the town council now points an accusing finger. Willow Walk.
Is that what the town council means by vice? Our local lover's lane?
Precisely. And they're quite right, though it shames me to admit it. We all know what goes on in Willow Walk on spring evenings.
Do we? What?
Never having been there myself, Mrs. Hall, I am not prepared with a bill of particulars. But I am equipped with an imagination.
Then I suggest that if the town council must point an accusing finger at vice, let it be pointed at your imagination. That's the only place on the campus that exists.
Well, I shall, of course, discuss your interesting comments about my imagination with the rest of the board this afternoon.
And I request permission to appear in person and discuss it myself.
Granted. I shall place the matter of the town council's resolution at the bottom of the agenda. We'll arrive at it around 4:30.
I'll be there.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Hall.
Well, where were we? What were we talking about before this happened?
Diplomacy.
Oh.
The even temper, the retort courteous.
Yes, I wasn't very diplomatic, was I?
Oh, I don't know, as diplomacy goes these days.
No, I behaved badly.
You didn't behave at all, I'm proud to say. The students were being vilely insulted, and so naturally you exploded.
Yes, I really did, didn't I?
You certainly did. I say. Will you ever forget the expression on his face when you told him where you thought the town council ought to point?
Never. The memory of it will make me the jolliest ex-college president on the breadline.
Oh, dear. I'll bet Wellman will work the board into a frenzy over this.
Yes, unless I apologize.
No, under the circumstances, I think bread is far more palatable than humble pie.
What the devil provoked the town council to issue such a blast? So completely without foundation. I know that enmity between the town and the gown is proverbial in academic history, but...
Hello, Victoria.
Oh, hello, Pauline.
Good afternoon, Dr. Hall.
Good afternoon.
Would you like a lift? My car's right over there.
No, thank you, Professor Larson. We're out for a stroll.
Oh, you're dressed to the nines, Pauline. I never saw you look lovelier.
Are you going on a date? Oh, no. I'm on my way to a council meeting at Town Hall. Do you think I look attractive enough to hold the councilman's attention for 5 minutes? That's all the time they've allotted me to speak against a bill they're considering.
I think they'd be only too happy to spend 5 minutes just looking at you.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Is this to be a little field expedition on behalf of your political science department, Professor?
Oh, no. No, the Town Civic Reform League has asked me to help stop the passage of a bill which extends, practically without reservation, the powers of the town council. The boys in the back room are trying to push it through so as to help them rig elections more easily.
Well, I'm sure you'll prove most effective.
I doubt it. You see, the Reform League's only a few years old, while the local machine was already raiding the pork barrel at a time when Tammany Hall was just a gleam in Aaron Burr's eye. No, I'm afraid this bill will go through with a whoop and a holler.
Well, what in blazes is happening downtown? Yesterday, a baseless accusation of vice on the campus. Today, a crooked bill.
Well, the machine has recently been taken over by P.T. Granger, the honest brakeman. And he...
The honest brakeman?
Uh-huh. That's what the newspaper boys call him. Due to the fact that he once spent 8 years working in the freight yards and never stole a locomotive.
He's a new broom, and he sweeps dirty.
And he's very much interested in you.
In me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how do you know?
He's been sitting in that convertible over there for the past few minutes, just staring at you.
Strange-looking bird, I must say. I've never seen such brilliant plumage. Are you familiar with the species, William?
Oh, only through books, I'm sorry to admit. They're called scalawags, sticky-fingered scalawags, or politicus corruptus. They feed largely on public apathy, foul other birds' nests, and, although the plumage varies, may be easily identified by their bills, which are crooked, and their song, which sounds something like, what's in it for me, what's in it for me?
Sorry. Do let's have a closer look.
Oh, I intend to immediately. Professor Larson, yes. If you should happen to think of some way of snaring this bird, I hope you'll inform me. I've a collector's itch to see him stuffed and mounted in the Ivy Museum of Natural History. Come on, Vickie. Let's tackle Granger.
Goodbye, Pauline, and good luck.
Thank you, dear. Bye.
Shall you have another go at diplomacy?
This time, I shall maintain an even temper. Coolness and calculation are the best weapons in situations like this, if I've read my Machiavelli correctly. Cool and calculating, therefore, I shall be. Mr. Granger?
Quite right. Quite right.
Mr. P.T. Granger?
Quite right.
Well, what the devil do you mean by accusing us of tolerating vice at the school?
Darling, Machiavelli.
How dare you vilify us? How dare you besmirch us?
Go ahead, Doc. Let it out. Only natural, considering. Quite right.
I demand an explanation.
Sure you do. Knew you would. Quite right.
I suggest some other phrase, entirely correct or indubitably true.
You needle easy, Mrs. Hall. Doc, I made the council pass that resolution just to let you know I was around. Nothing personal in it, just politics. Leading up to a little favor I want you to do for me.
You actually have the colossal gall to expect a favor of me?
Quite right. You'll do it, too.
I am not a betting man, Granger, but in this instance I am prepared to give odds you're wrong.
Save your money, Doc. I got you taped from here to breakfast, and I say you'll do it. You'll do it, or you'll learn that what the council did to the school yesterday is nothing compared to what I'm ready to make it do. The way I got you pegged, you'll do almost anything to save the school's fair name. Isn't that the way you'd say it?
Just what is it you want, Granger?
Ready to play ball. Quite right. Nothing else you can do. Doc, I'm getting ready to move into politics on a statewide basis. I don't know who yet, but I'm entering a candidate in the next election for governor. Whoever it turns out to be, I see him as a man just lousy with respectability.
Go on.
Well, guess whose name I want right up at the top of the list of prominent people heartily endorsing my man?
Granger, I am at a slight disadvantage in dealing with this situation, even after studying Plato's Republic, More's Utopia, and Aristotle's Politica.
What state do they operate in?
The state of enlightenment. I doubt if you've ever crossed the border. However...
Cut it short, Doc. It's all settled anyway. I got more important things to do. I got to listen to the race results in a couple of minutes.
However, I have faced greater terrors than any you have so far conjured up. Differential calculus, astrophysics, and French irregular verbs, to name a few. A moment ago, you asked me to guess something. Now I'll ask you. Guess where I'll see you first before I grant you that favor.
Show and fight, eh? Quite right, quite right. Take a walk around the block, Doc, and think it over. I'll be here another 20 minutes.
Enjoy those 20 minutes, Granger, because when I return, I am going to run you right out of town, so help me.
What?
Quite right, quite right.
I was curious. I tasted it. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Before we return to the halls of Ivy, let's listen to the story of a man who went to Florida and, like the Spaniards before him, made an important discovery.
From where I sat, stretched out, relaxed on the terrace of my hotel, Florida was a production in Technicolor. The greens and blues of the ocean, the sky, and the palm trees were intense. And so, too, was my satisfaction. It was one of those settings where you might say all that was needed to complete the picture of utter contentment was a bottle of Schlitz beer. But that came later. At the moment, all I knew of Schlitz was its fame. So I dozed in my chair and only dimly conscious of the hotel waiters passing back and forth serving others on the terrace. Slowly, my attention was drawn to the trays they carried, or rather, what they carried on them. It seemed that Schlitz beer was getting quite a play from the paying customers. And as the number of Schlitz orders began to add up, I became more and more impressed. Then I remembered having read that Schlitz was the most popular beer in the world. My contentment gradually gave way to curiosity, until I found myself wide awake and wondering why Schlitz was so much in demand. Of course, there was only one way to find out. I ordered a bottle of Schlitz, and one deep swallow told me what I wanted to know. Let me put it this way. No wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
That surround us here today.
Returning to the halls of Ivy, we find a moody and reflective Dr. Hall sitting on a bench on the commons with Mrs. Hall, who is feeding the squirrels. Mrs. Hall says,
Look at the greedy little beggars. Would you like to give them some nuts? Nuts.
Oh, my sentiments exactly. Vickie, you've no idea how inadequate I feel. I've probably received more honorary degrees than Granger has third degrees. And yet, in certain spheres, he's an intellectual giant compared to me. He was cat and mousing me just now, and enjoying it, too. Now, how can I possibly give students the implements with which they can meet life on its own terms when I myself am so utterly helpless?
Well, you might add some new courses to the curriculum. Cynicism 1 and 2. But that's a long-range problem. Closer at hand is the question, how is the honest brakeman to be handled? And let's not try to be diplomatic about it.
Oh, I agree. This calls for knuckle dusters rather than kid gloves.
What else?
As I see it, the only thing Granger has that I lack is the control of 1 to 2,000 votes. And I doubt if I can supply this lack in the next few minutes. So that leaves only one alternative.
Change your name, grow a beard, and take up some other profession.
It's something along those lines. Oh, this has turned out to be just about the most crisis-ridden stroll I've ever taken. All I wanted to do this afternoon was to walk off an excellent lunch. So far, I've insulted the chairman of the board and been threatened with smear campaigns by a penny anti-politico.
Well, life's full of little booby traps. Do you remember our reception at the Red Lion Inn at Marlow, that last weekend in England?
Oh, don't I? Now there was an infuriating quarter of an hour. Remember that wild dash to the railroad station? Yeah. After the last show? The bumpy train rides? No taxi to meet us when we arrived at 2 in the morning?
Yeah, and a 1-mile hike to the inn in the rain, with you staggering under all that luggage.
Yes. And not a soul awake at the hotel to take care of us when we got there. Oh, I'll never forget it, never. Where is everyone? Oh, the place is absolutely deserted. Oh, Vickie, now, don't tell me you've caught cold.
Oh, no, I haven't. At least I hope not.
Sit here, darling. Sit here near the fire. I'll poke it up a bit.
Well, I'll see if there's a note for us on the desk.
I told the landlord when I telephoned that we were rather late getting here. He assured me someone would wait up for us.
Well, look. There's a box with my name on it.
Is there? Well, open it, darling. Look, bring it over here and sit down. There. Now give me your foot. I want to get those wet shoes off.
Yeah.
What's in it?
It's a sack of flour. What on earth?
Oh, good Lord. I told the landlord I wanted some flowers for you. Flowers. You idiot. I'm sorry, darling.
Well, please don't be. It was very sweet of you to have thought of it at all.
I know. Much good it did. Well, I'm going to knock at every door in the place till I find someone to look after us.
No, Toddy, don't. There may be other couples here on a lovely weekend of their own.
Well, I see no reason why they should be permitted to enjoy a weekend while we're condemned to a bench down here.
Well, it's not so bad, really. Seems to be very soft wood.
Oh, you're an angel, Vickie. Always making the best of everything.
Sit down here.
All right. Whoops. This is not softwood.
Put your arms round me. I feel better already. Sorry. Well, it's too bad, isn't it? I'm sorry. Did I forestall a kiss?
Oh, never mind, darling. I've plenty more. Look, just tell me when.
Now. There. Well, this is more like it.
Ah, Vickie, I'd planned it all so differently. I wanted our own comfortable room with a lovely fire going, a full moon outside the window, and the smell of jasmine from the garden below, and somewhere a nightingale singing.
This isn't really the season for nightingales.
Well, then I would have hired someone to do bird calls just for the occasion.
I can coo a little.
Ah, do a little, my dove.
Coo?
Oh, that was a sad little dove, wasn't it? You know, darling, I'm sure of one thing. If we can surmount this kind of night, the rest of our married life ought to be smooth sailing.
Then you're not beginning to lose the first spineful flush of enthusiasm?
Lose it? Darling, you're soaked to the skin, your hair is all mussed up, your nose is red, and I have never seen anyone as ravishing. I love you, Vickie. And if it were ordained that we have to spend the rest of our lives sitting here feeling just as miserable, I'd say amen to it and enjoy every moment.
Oh, Toddy, kiss me quickly before I sneeze.
Before and immediately after. My darling, but let's move into this little sitting room. Why, look, Victoria. Isn't that amazing?
What?
Well, that motto over the door. It's exactly the same as the one at Ivy. You shall know the truth, and the truth will make you free.
I know, Toddy. It's always been there.
Oh, no, my dear, you don't understand. You've never seen it. It's over the library door at Ivy College in America.
Well, of course it is. I'm sitting right here looking at it. Come back, Toddy, wherever you are.
Come back? Looking at it? Oh, you mean here at Ivy?
I do wish I could go with you when you set sail into space like that.
Oh, you do go with me, Vickie. Do you think I'd leave my first mate behind?
Oh, that was charming. But I think we'd better head for home if you're going to upset Mr. Granger's wild and woolly plans.
Wait a moment. Wait. I've just had an inspiration, Vickie.
What?
Seeing the library gave it to me. Let's go in.
Whatever for?
Well, in this library since 1640 has reposed the original charter of Ivy Township. When it was incorporated with 75 inhabitants, there must have been laws and statutes which were only intended to apply to a community that small. I'm going to snoop around and see if I can't hunt up some forgotten statute which might legislate Mr. Granger smack out of his smug, complacent skin. Vickie, I've got it.
Tell.
Well, in 1757, when Ivy's population had swollen to 93 persons, the city fathers passed a law extending the vote on local affairs to anyone of voting age who had resided in the town for a minimum period of 3 months.
No, you've lost me, my darling. I haven't got the faintest idea what you're talking about.
But you realize that 1,500 Ivy students of voting age reside in this town for 9 months every year? Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Well, it makes for a very attractive campus.
Yeah, but more attractive than you think. 1,500 votes will swing the entire balance of power in this town.
Toddy, how wonderful! Why, this makes you a more powerful politico than Granger ever was.
Of course it does. And when I explain the situation to the students, I'm sure they'll see eye to eye with me.
They'll go to the polls in droves.
You know, if it hadn't been for Professor Larson, I never would have thought to look up the law. Remind me, Vickie, to call her as soon as she returns from the meeting. I'm going to increase the budget for the political science department. Come along, Victoria. I'm ready for Mr. Granger. I'm going to enjoy this.
Don't be greedy, Toddy. Let me into the act, too.
Of course. We'll cat and mouse him. Just watch Boss Hall in action.
Be quiet, dear. He'll hear you.
You're right on the nose, Doc. I was just about to turn on the ignition. What's so funny? I said, what's so funny?
You don't understand what's happening, and you're curious, aren't you?
Yeah, quite right, quite right.
Well, don't make me mad, Doc. I asked you a question. I expect an answer.
Sure you do.
You would.
Quite right, quite right.
You both lost your minds?
Oh, not at all. No, we're about to run you out of town, and we're naturally pleased at the prospect. Nothing personal in it, you understand, just politics.
Yeah, well, I'll give you 10 seconds more, then I'll get mad.
Quite right, quite right. Yeah, look at his face every time I say that, Toddy. Mr. Granger, you noodle easy.
What?
Needle, not noodle, darling. Now, pay close attention, honest Brakeman.
Yeah.
I'm only going to say this once.
Yeah.
I've just completed a study of the laws of the town of Ivy.
So what?
You've made a small mistake. There's a forgotten but not obsolete statute here which renders more than 1,500 students at Ivy eligible to appear at the polls, eligible to take advantage of the statutes governing initiative, referendum, and recall.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Do you know the first thing we're going to do with our vote? We're going to build you a monument.
Me?
Yes, you. A monument 1,000 feet high, made of the rarest marble.
Well,
I think possibly it'll be 1 inch wide. It shouldn't cost more than a few $1 million. The college, of course, is non-taxable, so the property holders in town will have to pay for it.
Doc, listen.
It's going to have your name plastered all over it, and each time they see it and think of the cost, they'll think of you. Fondly, devotedly.
Oh, look, Doc.
And that's only the beginning.
Doc, wait a minute.
Then I think we'll reconstruct Town Hall so that the elevators remain stationary while the building goes up and down.
Doc, please, wait. Let's make a deal.
A deal does not interest me. But there is always unconditional surrender.
Yeah, there is, isn't there? Ain't there? You got it. Unconditional surrender. I'll do anything you say.
The first thing you'll do is to come with me to a meeting of our Board of Governors and inform them the town council was mistaken in its resolution yesterday and that it will retract and apologize.
Quite right. I mean, sure. Only a jerk would have believed it anyway.
I want you to tell that to the chairman of our board personally.
Personally? To Wellman?
Yes, and in my presence.
Doc, I got no right to ask, but will you do me a favor?
Well, what is it?
Do you teach politics here at Ivy?
Yes, we have a political science department.
I want to take that course. Enroll me.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Now, here again are Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
Well, it's late, Toddy. Time to close up. Have you finished whatever it is that you're writing?
Oh, but the last line, Vickie. It's a limerick.
Perhaps I can help. How does it go?
A guileless old fellow named Hall, on finding his back to the wall, like Machiavelli, he managed so well he...
could hardly be lived with at all.
Very good, man.
But seriously, I think you handled the case of the honest brakeman very well.
I don't know. I'm afraid I slipped up on the retort courteous.
You went even one better, Toddy. You gave them the reproof valiant.
Well, so long as it wasn't the reply churlish, my dear. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
We'll be seeing you next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Eleanor Audley, Edwin Max, and Herbert Butterfield. Tonight's script was written by Walter Brown Newman and Don Quinn. Our music was composed and conducted by Henry Russell. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn, directed by Nat Wolfe, and presented by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ken Carpenter speaking.
We love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be far, far away.
Your Tune for the Stars on NBC.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin presents The Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
If you like good beer, you'll find it pays to be curious and learn about Schlitz for yourself. And now, The Halls of Ivy.
We love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be far, far away.
Welcome again to Ivy College, that is, in the town of Ivy, USA. The president of Ivy College has a residence on the campus, which is known to the student body, naturally enough, as the Powerhouse. And here are the powers themselves, Dr. William Todd Hunter Hall and his wife, Victoria, a former glittering ornament of the English musical comedy stage. They're playing chess, a game which can be played for either sheer intellectual diversion or 10 cents a game. This is the 10-cent variety, evidently, because Mrs. Hall is saying...
That's checkmate, isn't it, dear? You now owe me 20 cents.
Let me see.
I mean, isn't any place you can move your king, is there?
No. No, you've won again, Victoria. Tell me, what impelled you to zip that queen clear across the board? That was a devastating move.
I don't know. There was a clear space to move it, and she hadn't done anything for a long time, so I just slid her over. Was it good?
Good. It was magnificent. Are you sure you never played this game before you married me?
There's Scout's honor, Toddy. I always thought chess was a game for bearded old men and mental giants.
Oh, that's pure nonsense, Victoria. It can be played for simple amusement by people with no intellectual pretensions whatever.
Like me?
Yes. I mean, no. No, I didn't mean that at all. I merely meant... look, how about another game?
Well, I don't think we have time, William. Mrs. Gerhart will be here in... Oh, good heavens, I forgot to tell you. I'm so sorry.
Mrs. Professor Gerhart, is she coming over here?
Yes. She wants to talk to you about a very personal matter. That's what she said. Doesn't Professor Gerhart do something with mummies or something? I mean, doesn't he dig up tombs and gold coffee pots and all like that?
Gerhart, my dear, is an Egyptologist of some renown. What do you suppose Mrs. Gerhart wants?
I haven't the slightest idea. Oh, she's here now, I imagine, dear. Will you put away the chest and I'll let her in?
Checkmate in 7 moves, indeed. Paul, old boy, you're slipping badly when a rank amateur can...
Mrs. Gerhart, William, dear. Mrs. Gerhart to see you.
Good evening, Mrs. Gerhart. Please sit down.
Good evening, Dr. Hall. I'm sorry if I'm breaking in... Oh, you don't have to leave, Mrs. Hall.
Well, thanks, but I have dozens of things that need doing. I'll be back in a little while. Just excuse me, will you?
Of course.
How is Hans, Mrs. Gerhart? Since he received that last batch of pottery and sarcophagi, I don't see much of him.
Well, I don't see much of him these days myself, Doctor, and it isn't because of his work.
Logically, I suppose. My next question is, why isn't it? Has Professor Gerhart taken to being absent without leave?
Yes. Doctor, I haven't the slightest right to come to you with what's really a very personal family matter. My only excuse is that I trust your judgment so implicitly, and, well, I don't know where else to go. The Ivy Bulletin doesn't give advice to the lovelorn.
Well, my principal business is human relations, and by extension, I suppose, family relations among the faculty. So let's examine the problem, whatever it is.
It's a very simple one, Dr. Hall, and a very old one, too, I suppose. Hans is... Well, I think there's another woman.
Another woman? Oh, but he's old enough to know... Oh, no, I can't...
I've always heard it said, Doctor, that the dangerous age for men was from their first long pants to their last short breath. So I don't suppose I should be so surprised about this. But I am. And if Hans hasn't been happy with me, he's been an awfully good actor.
Oh, my dear lady, Hans Gerhart couldn't act. Why, he'd be lost in a kindergarten charade. A more open... Oh, I see. That does leave the alternative, doesn't it?
Yes. Plus the fact that he's spending much too much money. He refuses to tell me where he spends 3 or 4 evenings a week, and he comes home with lipstick on his collar.
Have you asked him about it?
Yes, last night. He simply turned 3 shades of vermilion, walked into his study and started measuring the shin bone of some Assyrian queen that he uses for a paperweight. You know, it's bad enough to compete with live women, Doctor, but when they've been dead for 4,000 years, it's enough to make a wife take another look at herself.
Let me assure you it has nothing to do with your appearance. Having been extremely fortunate as a husband, I consider myself somewhat of an expert on what a wife should look like. Now then, just what do you think I can do?
Well, I don't know, frankly.
And just as frankly, even though you have come to me as a family friend and your husband's superior officer, I feel a little presumptuous in interfering in such a very personal matter.
But wouldn't an open faculty scandal concern this college rather directly, Doctor?
Do you intend to cause one, Mrs. Gerhart?
Oh, I certainly do not. The fewer people who know about this, the happier I'll be. But these affairs always start gossip, Doctor. Oh, if I can merely drag Hans back to his senses and his old Egyptian bones, I'll never mention it again. I don't want any melodrama. I just want that sweet old goop of mine to stop making an idiot of himself. And of me.
Well, this role is an unfamiliar one to me, Mrs. Gerhart, but give me a few days to see what I can do. And thank you for the absence of hysterics. You're a very well-adjusted woman.
Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm completely unemotional about this, Doctor, because I don't fling myself about the campus clutching a bunch of tear-stained violets. But I haven't been sleeping very well either.
It's quite understandable, I'm sure.
Good night, Doctor, and thank you for listening to me.
Good night, Mrs. Gerhart. The cloistered life of a college president. Dr. William Todhunter Hall, alias Beatrice Fairfax, alias Willie the Snoop. Just how does one go about cherching la femme? Does one...
Toddy, what on earth are you muttering about?
Please, Victoria, I'm on a case.
You act more as though you just finished one. Is it something to do with Mrs. Gerhart?
Yes, quite something indeed. And the splendid advice which you are about to give me, I hope, will ease my conscience for violating Mrs. Gerhardt's confidence.
Well, you haven't violated yet, Willem, so please do. I'll be the close-mouthed, faithful secretary in love with the boss. What's the caper, Chief?
Caper, in this instance, is extremely apt. Professor Gerhart is capering. He shows unmistakable evidence of matrimonial deviation.
Oh, my goodness. Have you any idea what direction he's taken?
Oh, that's what I'd like to find out. I don't know what I'll do about it when I do find out, but... Oh, Vickie, do I appeal to you as a blue-nosed reformer? A censor of other people's private lives?
No, Toddy. You just appeal to me.
As?
Nothing. You just appeal to me. Do I appeal to you?
Oh, with an increasing intensity which is a little frightening.
Well, it doesn't frighten me. I can walk right up to it. See? I'm brave, huh?
Ah, Vickie, darling, I do love you dearly, but you're taking my mind off the Gerhart case. And you haven't answered my question.
What question? Oh, yes. You mean how to put the finger on the hussy that's making a pigeon a pyramid boy?
Oh, Vickie, please. I'd almost prefer profanity from you.
Oh, all right.
No. I said almost. Now, let's be sensible. After all, the matter holds very little gaiety for Mrs. Gerhart.
Oh, I'm sorry, Todd. Of course it does. Well, now, let me see. If I wanted to find the woman my husband was... Why, William, it's obvious.
Not to me, I'm afraid. You have an idea?
I have the idea. There's no use being modest about it.
Would you mind telling me just
Look,
exactly...
Toddy, this is a scandal in the making. What goes hand in hand, skipping along with scandal? Gossip. Who's the greatest gossip within 500 miles of Ivy College?
Doc Fish, the barber. Vickie, I knew you didn't win those chess games by pure beginner's luck. You have an IQ of at least 750.
Well, when I get to 900, I'll sell. Yes, the telephone. Go on, call Doc Fish. He closes at 6, and it must be almost that now.
Hello, Doc. This is Dr. Hall. Doc, you know everything that goes on around here, besides the things you invent, and wait a moment. Is there anyone else in the shop? Good. Doc, where does Professor Gerhart go on his nights off? Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is maddening.
What was that street number again? Mm-hmm. All right, thank you, Doc. Thank you very, very much. Goodbye. What a filthy old world this would be if it weren't for gossips like Doc Fish who keep their ears to the ground picking up all the dirt.
Well, what did he say? I mean, he knew, of course.
Of course. Where's my hat, Vickie?
I don't know. What do you want with it?
Well, I'm about to call on a mysterious widow who lives at 1245 Foster Avenue. Now, if I'm not back in an hour, I shall probably come wandering in at 4 a.m., reeking of sandalwood and stained with mascara. Pray for me, Vickie. Pray that I may withstand the lure of this unknown woman.
Pray for you. I'm praying for me. Now, get along, Private Eye. And if you should look up from your white bearskin rug past your long ivory cigarette holder and see a woman lurking in the shrubbery, well, 3 guesses.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
We'll return to the halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman, in just a moment. But first, let's hear the story of a curious photographer who missed the picture and developed a liking for Schlitz beer.
Well, I specialize in weddings, family portraits, and graduation pictures. Some people are kind enough to say my photography is inspired, but actually there's more toil than talent in it. You take that family I photographed last week. Now, you'll admit a fidgeting child is not fair game for a photographer. And in this particular family, there were 3, plus 2 adults who seemed to regard the camera as a deadly weapon to be watched with tense suspicion. Well, with much patience and perspiration, I worked to get the family properly posed. And just as I had them smiling broadly and was about to snap the picture, a figure carrying a tray of Schlitz beer came into focus. Well, I started to indulge myself in a little artistic temperament at this interruption when I discovered there was an extra bottle of Schlitz in the tray for me. Well, in the face of such unexpected hospitality, I could hardly stay angry. I took the bottle of Schlitz that was offered me and poured myself a glass. Well, I had never tasted Schlitz before, in spite of all the good things I had heard about it, and I was mighty curious to see whether this much-talked-of beer really lived up to its reputation. I took one swallow, then another just to make sure, and came to a swift conclusion. If Schlitz tastes as good to others as it does to me, then I say it's no wonder they call Schlitz the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
That surround us here today.
As we return to Ivy, we find Dr. Hall walking briskly along the street on the far side of the town. He's on his way to make a personal investigation of one point of a faculty triangle.
Ridiculous mission for a college president. Peeping and prying into the amours of a reputable professor. Who am I to police the morals of my fellow men? Simply because I'm no Lothario myself, must I waggle a censorious finger?
Evening, sir.
Oh. Hello there, officer. Pleasant evening, isn't it?
It is that. You're Dr. Hall from the college, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And I don't know whether to be flattered or disturbed at being recognized so promptly by the city police.
Oh, you're better known than you think, Doc. There's a police circular of you pinned up in my son's room.
A police circular of me? Well, really, officer, I can't quite remember ever being the object of your official attention. What was my crime?
Desertion.
Oh.
The students at Ivy, and my son is one of them, thought you were going to quit as president a few months ago.
I'll admit there was some discussion of the matter among the governing board, but my departure would have been quite involuntary, I assure you.
Well, the kids were kind of upset about it. So they got out circulars with your picture and description on them, like regular police jobs. We call them readers. They says, wanted for desertion, William Toad Hunter Hall.
Todd Hunter, family name.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess all the students was glad you stayed, Doc. My kid thinks you're the nuts.
Well, thank you for both the sentiment and the use of the definite article. By the way, officer, how far is Foster Avenue?
3 streets farther than the way you were going, Doc. What number?
It's in the 1200s.
Well, turn right on Foster, and it's the second block.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, it's a pleasure to be of service to the husband of a wife like yours, Doc.
Oh, you know Mrs. Hall?
Well, my son and his wife do. One day she got took to the hospital, and he had to go with her. And your wife sat with the baby. Wouldn't take anything for it, either.
Oh, I shall have to speak to her about that. She'll never get anywhere that way. By the way, I hope it was nothing serious with your daughter-in-law?
Oh, no, just another baby. Good night, Doc.
Good night, officer. Now, let me see. Number 1, 2, 4, 5. Here we are. And I wish I could think of one sound, sensible reason for being here. But as Vickie always says, when things don't add up, ad lib. Well, bless my romantic soul, a British door knocker. Exactly like the one on Vickie's flat in London. The lion and the unicorn fighting for the crown. Well, oh, how that takes me back to the first night when I was a love-smitten professor and had the consummate gall to hope that a star of the London theatre would look favorably on my intentions. Is your landlady usually this difficult to rouse?
Always. As a matter of fact, I don't think the poor soul has ever been awake since she was hit on the head at a coconut shy as a child.
Hit on the head at a what?
A coconut shy. They have them at all the fairs.
Oh.
A man sticks his head through a hole in the canvas and people pay to throw coconuts at him. But don't they have those in America?
Oh, yes, indeed. In fact, I doubt if there is any civilized country where commercial assault and battery is more advanced. I merely fail to recognize the name. In America, we called them African Dodgers.
African Dodgers?
Yes.
How odd. Coconut shy is the proper term, of course.
Oh, of course. And African Dodger is seldom used in America anymore. There's a highly commendable trend away from using social symbols as targets for violence. You see, my country is just emerging from its pioneer status, Victoria. It's growing up. But there are still some regrettable antagonisms. I think that your wise understanding of minority groups is one of the 2 things I admire most about England.
What's the other thing?
You, if I may say so.
Well, of course you may say so. I love to have you think well about us and about me. What do you suppose has happened to Mrs. Tolliver? Oh, knock again, please.
Well, don't you ever carry a key?
Oh, always. And I always leave it in my dressing room. I think I must have half a pound of them there by now. I'm a very skittery-minded girl, William. You'll learn that in time.
In time? You mean then that this won't be the last? I mean then I may see you and bring you home again sometime?
If American enterprise is up to it, and if you wouldn't think my typical British reserve was crumbling too fast, how about tomorrow night?
Vickie, my darling, I'm sorry. I had no right to say that.
Didn't you, my darling?
Oh, Vickie, you're giving me the loveliest evening of my whole life. If this door never opens, and I'm beginning to hope it doesn't, this doorstep will become more sacred to me than all the stones in Westminster Abbey. If Mrs. Bolivar never comes...
Tolliver.
Well, if Mrs. Tolliver never comes, Oh, hello, Mrs. Tolliver. How is your coconut? I mean your head. I hope we didn't wake you up. Miss Crumble and she forgot a key again.
I beg your pardon? Whom did you wish to see?
See? Why, we just... I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else. Are you Mrs. Reed?
Yes.
I am Dr. Hall of Ivy College. I'm sorry to intrude, Mrs. Reed, but may I have a few words with you?
Of course, Doctor.
Please come in. Sit over there, Dr. Hall. I'm very glad to meet you. Professor Gerhart talks so much about you.
Oh, yes, Professor Gerhart, yes. I heard from a friend that he visited you quite frequently, and I was just passing by, so... I beg your pardon. You are Mrs. Reed?
Yes, I'm Mrs. Reed, Doctor.
I was expecting to see rather have you a daughter, Mrs. Reed?
Oh, no, Doctor. I have no daughter. And now, may I ask you a question?
Of course, please do.
Are you helping to take the census?
Oh, no, Mrs. Reed, no, I'm not.
Then may I ask the purpose of this visit?
Well, this is quite an intrusion, Mrs. Reed, but if I may impose on you, could you tell me if you expect Professor Gerhart tonight?
I'm afraid, Dr. Hall, that I... Oh, that's Professor Gerhart, Doctor, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, come in, Grandmother. Please come in. You're just in time to tell us goodbye. Christine and I were just leaving for the theater. Eh, Christine?
Yes, and Uncle Hans gave me a beautiful diamond necklace to wear, too. Look, Mama.
The crown jewels of a nation. Imagination. And after the theater, Christine and I... Is there something wrong, Grandmother?
Professor, a friend of yours is here.
A friend of mine? Surely there must be some mistake. None of my friends know... Dr. Hall. Well, this is a surprise.
And an intrusion, I fear.
Christine, may I present Dr. Hall? Dr. Hall... My very, very dear friend, Miss Leslie.
Good afternoon, Miss Leslie. You don't know how I've looked forward to meeting you.
Hi, Dr. Hall. Uncle Hans and I were just playing games, you know. I can't walk.
Well, in games, Christine, you don't have to walk. You can just be places.
That's what Uncle Hans always says, too. Last week we flew up to the moon, didn't we? I had a new hat to wear, and I had on some lipstick. Only Uncle Hans said I looked more like a Indian on the warpath. And tonight we're going to the theater. Not really, you know, just make-believe.
Yes, I know, Christine. I made believe I was at the theater tonight, only my last act was all wrong. It was about a man and his wife, and the wife thought her husband didn't love her anymore because he was away from home so much. She didn't realize that he's extremely sentimental and a little ashamed of it. And he loves children. And... Well, I don't want to give away the entire plot, so...
I think that I know the plot, Doctor. Is there a college president in it? One who is so fond of his friends that he permits his affections for them to make a sausage of himself on their behalf?
That's the one, yes. It's called Where Angels Fear to Tread, or William Redface Hall Rides Again. So, as long as you know the plot, Hans... I'd better be running along.
No, perhaps I'd better go too, eh, Liebchen? If your grandmother... Where is Mrs. Reed?
I think she left, Hans. Minding her own business, no doubt, and setting a good example for a nosy college president.
Nonsense, Doctor. You were being most friendly. I like you for it. I should have explained this whole thing But no, I had a reason. Christine, say goodnight to Dr. Hall. I'm taking him home. He's easily confused, and I don't want him to get lost going back. Good night, little one.
Good night, Uncle Hans. Come again soon. Good night, Dr. Hall.
Good night, Miss Leslie. May I come again?
Oh, sure. Can you play games?
Well, not as well as Uncle Hans, but I'm learning.
Darling, why didn't the silly man tell his wife he was simply visiting this child?
He explained that to me coming home, Vickie. You know, the Gerharts are childless. He wants to adopt Christine. But he wanted to be sure first that she liked him. Then he was going to surprise his wife.
Maybe she wouldn't feel the same way about it.
Mrs. Gerhart? Oh, the one who is always picking up stray puppies, mending the wings of sparrows, and otherwise making a sentimental angel of herself. No, I think we can trust Hans's judgment on that. Oh, Vickie, I am an impulsive, snooping Batinsky.
Oh, no, you're not. Well, you merely took dictation from your heart and couldn't read your own shorthand. Your intentions were absolutely right.
Yes, but my methods were wrong. Instead of dashing out of here all prepared to brand some brazen woman as a marital interloper, I should have gone direct to Hans.
Well, then he'd have called you an outrageous busybody and thrown you out, and you wouldn't have solved a thing.
Well, I haven't solved anything anyway. Well, maybe I did help bring matters to a head. Mrs. Gerhart might have taken some regrettable action.
Of course. You just go on being impulsive, Toddy. Reason and logic, they're beautiful things, I know. But anyone with impulses as nice as yours can't go far wrong.
Oh, Vickie, my sweet, you are a comfort. But I am somewhat inclined to hasty action for causes which I think are right. And when I saw that child tonight, with her little twisted body and her bright and eager face, I thanked whatever gods may be that I am hasty. To meet so much gaiety and courage in so small a package was well worth any idiocy on my part. Now, where did I put that jackknife?
Jackknife? That's about as fast a switch as I've ever heard.
Not at all, my dear. No one can play mumbly peg without a jackknife.
But I never heard of mumbly peg. What is it?
One of our great national games. I haven't played it since I was a very small boy. Now sit down on the floor, Vickie.
I will not.
Look, I promised a certain young lady I would learn some games, and you can't play mumbly peg standing up. Now sit down.
I was curious. I tasted it. Now I know why Schlitz is the beer that made Milwaukee famous.
And here again are Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman.
Ladies and gentlemen, the little girl in our story is only one of the many crippled children who are condemned to walk and play only in their imaginations. But there is an organization dedicated to commuting the life sentences of these children, yes, and grown-ups too. The National Society for Crippled Children and Adults.
Through its Easter Seal campaign, now underway, it is acting as your agent in doing what it can to restore these children to normal life and activity. Buy Easter Seals and contribute to this cause as generously as you can. Send a check or money order to Crippled Children, Box 5050, Chicago, Illinois.
It's an easy number to remember, 5050, Chicago, Illinois. Thank you and good night.
Good night, everybody.
We'll be seeing you next week at this time at the Halls of Ivy, starring Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. The other players were Hans Conried, Dick LeGrand, Florence Walcott, and Ann Whitfield. Tonight's script was written by Don Quinn and Walter Brown Newman. Our music was composed and conducted by Henry Russell. The Halls of Ivy was created by Don Quinn, directed by Nat Wolf, and presented by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Ken Carpenter speaking.
Oh, we love the halls of ivy that surround us here today, and we will not forget though we be far, far away.
Next, it's We the People over most of these NBC stations.